Okay. Hello, everyone. It's your favorite programming error that just refused to be fixed. CodeErr. And thing is, today I am a little bit sick, which is not good. But I am playing Genshin, even though I am sick. And that is a thing. But because I am sick, I got... I know I'm not sure if this is entirely because I am sick or because of other reasons, but Spinne, who is already giggling about getting first, offered to do an impromptu collab with me because, as it turns out, Genshin is still missing a lot of the voice actors, so while we do have the new Lantern Rite, chances are that most of the characters in the Lantern Rite aren't actually gonna be voice acted. Which would leave me with a lot of lines to read, which, again, considering I'm sick, is a little bit problematic. And look who's already there. I think I need to make that a little bit smaller, so you're not quite that massive. There we go, that should work. Alright, and yeah, Spinny's gonna be here in a moment. In a moment. In the meantime, I should probably set everything up so that... There we go. That we will be able to hear each other, and I should probably make sure I even get to the event area first and foremost. I also hope the audio levels are gonna be okay. I will adjust it as necessary, because this was very much an impromptu collab. Like, this was decided like 6 minutes ago. 6 or 7 minutes ago we decided, yeah, you know what, let's make this a collab. Very much impromptu, but hey, I did say I would do some more collabs this year, and I guess this is the first collab of the year. So there you have it. Also, by the way, we already missed out on one voice line, because as always, when you start, when the quest came out, and the first time you log into the game, Paimon will immediately point out that there is an event going on. So we already missed out on one of the voice lines, which I am very sorry for. I do apologize missing out on that voice line. And I'll try my best to do at least some kind of character voices, even though my throat will not be appreciative of that while I'm sick. Anyway, hi Bones. Hope you're well. Welcome to the stream. Welcome to this impromptu collab that was organized not even 10 minutes ago. Yes, the stream was planned. The fact that it was a collab was not planned. But I appreciate having someone else here to handle some of the voices for me today. Thanks for the hydrate. I probably should do that. I'm just glad I still had everything kind of set up for a collab, because it's been a while since I've done one. Now, until Spinne gets here, I will already make my way to the event area in Liyue Harbor for the Lantern Rite. And we'll see if maybe the first few character lines we get there will actually be voice acted. Appreciate the lurk, Bones, really do. Let's see if some lines will be voiced. Also checking. Yeah, I think that sounds like good audio levels. Probably, yeah. Alright, we're approaching the area. Let's see. Autoplay is off, so we should be good. And Spinne's waifu is here. Oh? First line is ... That's good. ... Second line is actually fully voiced. We're on a good track so far.
She looks kind of troubled. Shall we go say hi?
She might be troubled because she's missing her voice, but we'll find out in a second.
Hey! Stop right there, heroes!
Xiangling is voice acted, okay. Okay, we got a few voice actors at least.
What the? Oh, Xiangling!
Happy to know that the 4-star has a voice.
I was just kidding around. Happy Lantern Rite! Hope I didn't scare ya. Nah, of course not. We were just about to go say hi to Hu Tao. I noticed, which is why I stopped you. We can't disturb her now or we won't get to see the brand spanking new Director Who.
What do you mean by that? What do you mean brand spanking new?
Well, I gave her a new outfit as a gift, but she's so
Oh,
used to her
right, the new Hu
uniform
Tao
that she's
outfit.
hesitant to try it on.
There is that new outfit that we're getting.
Ooh, what kind of outfit is it?
That I'm not getting because it actually costs money.
A bright red one, of course. The color of prosperity and the color of Lantern Rite. But just so you're aware, Hu Tao's not really been herself lately.
Oh?
Whenever I invite her to hang out, she either finds an excuse not to come or spends the whole time staring into space.
Curious.
I've tried asking her what's wrong, but she won't even admit there's a problem.
Sorry about that.
Anyway, so that outfit was my way of saying that I'm here as her friend, and I hope she'll feel better soon.
Oh, by the way, I just remembered something else. In order for Spinne to properly read some lines, I will have to also screen share the game via Discord, which will probably... There's a chance it might lower the stream quality, I just thought of that. Because Genshin is already one of the more intensive games to stream, so to say, and streaming it on two things simultaneously will probably make my time a lot worse. But we'll see how that goes.
Paimon was just thinking that she looked kind of troubled.
But you've never seen Hu Tao like this before. What could it possibly be? Just then you feel something cool against your face. Someone has crept up behind you and is now covering your eyes. I'm assuming this is... Ha ha ha, imagine. I would love it if it was wrongly, but it's not. It's Hu Tao. And that is the first Hu Tao line, and it's not voice acted. It's not voice acted, which means this is where Spinne has to come into play. Alright, you're gonna have to give me a second. I'm gonna have to set it... Well, there you go. I'm gonna have to set it up so it's actually screen shared, so so there's no complaints about the delay. Otherwise, that would be stupid. Hopefully, that won't lower the stream quality too much.
Nah, it'll be fine.
Oh my god, I just realized. Genshin is being a bitch again. There we go, that should work.
When is Genshin never not a bitch? I mean,
Why is it not working? Genshin, why won't you... Like, if I... Hang on. If I try to share, it will allow me to share literally everything except for Genshin.
tap into Genshin again, and then wait for a bit. Then it should show up.
Well, that was
So
kind of
I'm not
stupid.
sure if this was only a problem with Gabe, but when Gabe did a screen share for me, I was able to hear the entire game sound except voice. Everything, like I heard everything except the voice.
Discord is unable to stream your application audio due to missing permissions. You know what? It's fine. I just need you to read the lines and you know the sound anyway, probably.
Even if you say that like without, it will still share with sound, which is funny.
Fair enough. Alright,
Unless
we
it
should
just
be good
wants
now.
to change it now.
We
Yeah, I
should be
hear the
good.
sound.
Alright.
Knew it.
Well then, obviously, as much as I want it to be Zhongli, I know
Now you're
it's
gonna
Hu
be
Tao.
strongly.
Should I
It's
just say
obviously Hu
Zhongli
Tao.
anyway for the memes? I'm guessing Gabe
You could.
correctly. I'm guessing Gabe correctly picked Hu Tao.
I think Gabe picked strongly.
Okay, then I
I
have to
picked
pick.
Hu Tao.
So it's different between the two of us. All right, I'll guess correctly then. Happy Lantern Rite, Hu Tao, Director Who.
Ah, wonderful. You still remember my voice. That means you must have missed me a lot.
And she is wearing the outfit all of a sudden. We just saw her without the outfit. And I see you got the streak as well in chat, Spine. By the way, you just dropped in. Do you maybe want to take the moment before we get really going to introduce yourself to anyone who's somehow not familiar with you? Unlikely, I know.
I'm this idiot who really likes magic stuff and stuff, and I also stream sometimes. And my favorite character Genshin is Uchi.
Yes.
I don't know. Do I need to introduce myself more?
I think we got it. Anyway, Spinny is great. Can
I'm
we...
also a mod.
Spinny, you want to shout yourself out in chat?
Yo! Shout out my fucking self.
Honestly, are the audio levels okay, by the way? I hope they are. Because looking at the audio levels, it seems like you might be a little bit loud, so...
Am I loud? Bones, you're here?
I mean, Bones is here, but lurking. I'm just gonna be a bit mean and just say that... I should be able to, if I check the volume levels. Oh my god, where do you adjust Discord volume again for individual people? Can't you do that in the... This is annoying.
I'm really quiet.
There it is, user volume. Just a little bit. Oh, you were louder than 100%, that's why. I'm gonna put you down to 100.
No. I'm so quiet. No, I'm kidding.
Alright, you're down to 100. You were at like 113 or something, I think.
My voice privilege!
I mean, you're still going into the red in my capture, but you know what? It's fine.
Damn.
We're good. We're good. I mean, you were
Also, don't mind me misreading text because I can't read.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna be really mean.
No.
I'm gonna set you down to 85. Maybe then you won't end up in the red. I don't like red. Alright.
Okay, am I still in the red?
Nope, you're no longer in the red. Alright, let us continue. And if anyone in chat thinks the voice volumes are off, tell me and I'll adjust them again.
Happy Lantern Rite.
Yeah, it is a cute outfit. Too bad it costs money.
Wow, Hutao! Is that a new outfit? It looks great!
Okay,
thumbs up.
It was an issue on Gabe's part apparently. Because I really don't know why, but I didn't hear any voices when Gabe screen shared. I heard the sound, but not the voices.
Sucks to suck, Gabe.
All thanks to Xiangling. Apparently, it was custom made by a designer from Fontaine. I hope it didn't put you. I hope it didn't put you out too much.
I mean, it would. I mean, it is expensive. It is one of the things that costs IRL money that you can't get from in-game currency at all.
I had to pay.
You
would
know,
pay too if
the tailor happened to be in Liyue looking for a change of scenery and fresh inspiration. We got talking and really hit it off. So it was no trouble at all.
I mean, if we're talking about fashion designers from Fontaine, there's literally only one character who it could be, because playable character. Yeah. Unless it's... Yo, no, it could be a random NPC for all we know.
Oh no. Random NPC from Fontaine number 45.
Yes.
Well, that's good. Thanks again, Xiangling. You have exquisite taste.
Oh, stop! I'm just glad you like it.
So, Hutao, what's been bothering you?
Huh? Why would you ask that? Is it my tone of voice? Not as sweet and melodious as you're used to.
Yes, it sounds very different. You sound like one of my friends. It's weird.
What do you mean?
Your voice is as sweet as ever, Hutao, but we're your friends. You can't hide how you're feeling from us, no matter how hard you may try.
Honestly, that comment, just your voice is as sweet as ever, that comment is so out of place considering her voice is literally missing.
Alright. I wasn't trying to hide anything from you. I promise. It's just, I've been struggling with a work-related thing.
Work-related? You mean the funeral parlor?
Uh-huh. So you see, it's part of my duty as the director. Besides, Lantern Rite. I don't want you to worry about me when you're supposed to be enjoying the festival.
Yes, enjoying things or worrying about Hu Tao? I feel like I know what your priority would be.
Yes. So relax, everything's a-okay. Cause Director Who will find a way.
You stressing about work? That's gotta be a first. Guess it must be something super complicated, huh?
Curious.
Yep, it's a doozy. I feel like I've been banging my head against a brick wall.
Let's go get Kitching. She'll know what to do.
No, not Kitching. No, not her.
Oh no.
Get away from me!
No, you can't get her away from you. She will always find a way.
Not my 50-50
You think
chance.
Kuchi will be able to help?
She can at least teach Hu Tao about work-life balance. Are we sure about that?
Good idea! Especially since it's festival season. I heard the Ministry of Civil Affairs is putting on a street fair with loads of cool stuff to do. Forget about work for now, Hu Tao. Come have fun with us. Yeah, take some time to relax and recover your energy.
And your
and
voice.
You'll knock this thing out in no time.
I'd love to, but I'm afraid I have a meeting to get to. A real meeting. I'm not just making excuses.
Are you sure about that?
Aw, really? You sure you can't get out of it?
No, she just doesn't want to spend time with us. It's fair.
Where? How about this? You guys go on ahead, and I'll meet you at the fair when I'm done. Sound good?
Okay, fair enough. But don't take too long.
When
And
she's
after
done,
the
so
fair,
like
how about
next
we all
year.
have a meal at One Mean Restaurant? My treat, of course.
Count me in. I could never turn down Xiangling's cooking.
Me neither. Paimon's drooling already.
Of course. Of course, of course. Hi,
So
Gabe.
is that I play games sometimes.
Hi, Gabe. Thanks for the raid. How was the rest of your stream? I was basically lurking because I couldn't afford watching it because I couldn't afford getting spoiled. But I hope you had a nice stream. A very nice stream. Thank you so much for raiding. And as you can see, I also got help from Spinne, just like you.
Yes, Code stole me.
Yes. Spinne is taking over the Genshin streams. It's happening.
Ah,
The slow takeover. Glad you know your stream was good though.
I'm playing the long game.
Yes. Just you wait.
Soon
Eventually,
I'll be the channel owner.
yeah. At the very least, when I eventually drop Genshin for Tribe 9, it'll be like, hey, you know, I took over your streams anyway. Give me the account. No, you wouldn't want my account anyway because of my C6 strongly. Sounds like a plan. Hope your meeting goes well, Hu Tao.
The face. Don't worry about me. Get yourself to the fair. I'll join you as soon as I can.
Honestly, I'm not sure if we can... I don't think we can knock this all out in one stream. It'll likely take two, in which case I'll stream this game again tomorrow. But we'll see. I don't know how long it's gonna be.
I mean, maybe I can find a video that has and see how long it is.
To be fair, I'm only doing the story and not any of the mini-games. That is stuff I usually do off-stream. Honestly, I'm surprised. I don't detect any real quality drops or lag spikes currently, despite me streaming the game twice.
Okay, the first two videos that I see are Lantern Rite 2025 full story and Lantern Rite 2025 all parts, and both of them are 3 hours.
Ooh, that's gonna
the
be
one
close.
is 3 hours 3 minutes, and the other is 3 hours 1 minute.
Considering we're also chatting about other stuff and not purely doing the story, that means it might take a little bit
Maybe
longer.
a little bit overtime.
If we do we'll see. If we finish like the first 2 out of, what is it, 4 acts, I think?
Yeah.
Then we'll be able to tell kind of how long it should take. Plus Act 4 is probably going to be shorter anyway, because it's more like an epilogue act, I think.
Yeah, the fourth is, I think, that. I'm not gonna voice Kitching.
Fair enough. I guess I'll take over her then. Man, we haven't seen or heard Kitching in a while. I don't even know how I should approach the situation here.
Don't voice her like Gabe.
Why? What?
Gabe and I didn't voice her.
Oh, not at all. Damn, Kitching gets no love. No, no,
Yeah,
here,
I mean,
here
I
every
mean,
line gets read out.
I mean, Kitching ruined the game's 50-50 too. So.
Fair enough. Well then. So she's more of an authoritative person, so I should put a
Yeah.
little bit of energy behind the voice. Hopefully I can do that. This is the custom gift envelope stall. You can pick your preferred design, leave a custom message, and hand them out to friends and family. If you're interested, Madame Lanyan, please take a look.
I take it these coins go inside the envelope? They look a little different from regular Mora.
And of course, as a new character, they actually got a voice actor who was not on strike.
Yeah.
That's right. These are special edition fortune coins issued by the coinage office. There are 12 designs in total, each engraved with motifs from the Guyan sigils that represent different blessings. Take this one, for example. This design is...
The sign of Vice Ravana! Yes, originally an exorcism
Alright.
sigil, widely used in thaumaturgy.
Exorcist,
These days,
huh?
it's used
We
as a
know one
lucky
of
charm
those.
to prevent disaster and bring favor. Quite popular with business owners, hoping for peace and prosperity. Oh, I interrupted you, didn't I? Oh, sorry. I just got a little carried away. I meant no offense, Lady Yuhong.
None taken, Madame Lan. Really, it's my honor to meet a member of the historic Lan lineage. Your ancestors hailed from the 12 tribes of Chenyuel and were renowned for their proficiency in the mystic arts.
You
Thanks
flatter
for the
me,
exposition.
Lady Yuhong. My family are but distant relatives. We would hardly consider ourselves the true heirs to that illustrious lineage.
There's no need to be humble. Your knowledge of the Guyan sigils is very impressive, a rare find in the Liyue harbor of today. True heir or not, you do your ancestors proud, and given your level of erudition in this area, I may find myself requesting your help in the future.
Erudition Honkai style.
Well, I won't deny
Yeah,
that I
whatever.
pride myself on my level of learning. So
Different
by all
game.
means, it would be my pleasure to assist the Lady Yuhong. Ka-ching! Hard at work with the festivities as usual, huh?
Ah, Code and Paimon, and Zhangling too. I was just about thinking about you this morning, wondering if I'd get to see you during the festival. I hope you're keeping a reasonable work-life balance this year. Oh, don't even go there. The Ministry of Civil Affairs has had so much to do this Lantern Rite. Oh, before I forget, everyone, this is Madame Lanyan, a master craftswoman from the Cheyu Vale Artisan Association. She kindly agreed to help the Ministry of Civil Affairs with this year's street fair. In a short while, you'll get to see her work.
Wow, nice to meet you, Madame Lan.
Madame Lan, allow me to introduce...
The Traveler, his buddy Paimon, and Xiangling. Hello.
Thank you for taking over. I appreciate any line that she gets over Kitching. For different reasons than you, to be fair. But still, I'm developing an unnatural hatred for any character that is missing their voice. It seems you're getting carried away again, Madame Lan.
Oh, sorry. Interrupted again, didn't I? It's just quite exciting. Meeting these 3 people I've heard so much about. I never imagined I'd get the chance. I think you mean 2 people, right? I'm just a chef. A good one, but it's not that much to get excited about. You don't need to include me just to be polite.
Oh, but she does.
Oh, I beg to differ. The first meal I ate in Liyue Harbor was at Wanmin Restaurant. Shangling's cooking gave my taste buds plenty to be excited about.
Hello, Madame Lan. Nice to meet a master craftswoman.
Please, call me Lanyan. And I'm no master
Yen.
craftswoman.
Okay, Lan Yen.
Just a humble maker of handicrafts.
I'm sure anyone who's seen your work would disagree. Speaking of which, I'm sure you'd all like to see it. Why don't you come with me and I'll show you? Can she show us her work instead of Kitching? Please? And thank you. Would appreciate that. I wonder what kind of cool animation we're gonna get this year. Lantern Rite, the final animations for the Lantern Rite are always stunning to look at. I mean, Spinno obviously knows already, but I don't yet.
But I will not say my opinion about it yet.
Here it is. This is a game for the street fair where you duel with rattan figures. It's called Immortal Combat. Mortal Kombat! Alright. There are 8 rattan figurines in total. And, thanks to some ingenious design work, they can move around on their own. Madame Lan took inspiration from the legend of the 8 Adepts. Astonishing, isn't it?
Sounds amazing! But what are the 8 adepts? Are they like adepti?
They're not actually Adepti. The 8 legendary people said to have had Adeptus-like abilities, which earned them the title of the 8 Adepts.
Wow, Paimon's never heard that story before.
Probably because the devs just made it up for this event. They were only around for a short time, and it was 2,000 or 3,000 years ago, so their stories aren't nearly as well known as those of the actual Adepti. Also, did you notice this year's Mingzhou lantern when you arrived in the harbor?
Shaped like a
Where's
huge
your
tree,
soul?
right?
My
Tree.
source is that I made it the fuck up.
The best source. Yes, it said that during the Archon War period, there was a divine mountain in Liyue with a giant tree on its summit. A tree who was also a god named Tao Do.
Oh, I think I heard that one from a storyteller once. The sanctification of Tao Du. So Tao Du is the giant tree?
And this tree was also a god. Correct. Back then, people thought that behind Tao Do was the realm of the dead. And if you committed grave sins in life, your soul would be unable to pass beyond the tree and into the afterlife. Oh great, we're talking about the realm of the dead and Hu Tao is acting funny. I see your connection.
Even today, in my hometown, people still say things like, "You'll never cross Mount Taodu when you die." It's very insulting though, so don't go around repeating it.
When the Archon War arrived, Tao Do was dragged into the fighting, disturbing the realm of the dead. The boundary between life and death became blurred, and death began to encroach on the realm of the living.
Oh no!
You
And then what?
you could also say disturbing the peace. That's on a free reload reference.
See, I didn't play Persona 3 Reload yet. I will one day. Probably next year, considering how things are going. I don't think it's gonna happen this year, in all honesty. But I do still want to play it, I really, really do. But first I gotta finish Persona 5.
That's where the sanctification of Tao Du comes in. The 8 adepts rose up to solve the crisis, and laid down a great magic array to purify Tao Du.
Exactly, after that, Tao Du's remains sank into the ley lines and became a border separating the living of Liyue from the dead.
Wait! The border? The border between life and death? That's where it comes from?
Intriguing.
So the legends
Nice
say,
backstory, or
but
whatever.
who knows if it's true?
I mean, Hu Tao might know or find
Those
out.
8 adepts must be super powerful if they could purify a god. Are we sure they weren't just adepti?
Oh! Gabe, thanks for the resub as well. 9 months on a 7-month streak. That is nice. 7 is a lucky number. Very lucky number. We are so lucky that the Genshin VAs are returning soon.
Yep.
In all honesty, I think isn't this like, I think this might be the final update that we have without the full cast returned, right? I hope starting with the next update we'll have voice acting again. Probably, maybe if we're lucky.
Hopefully.
I can only hope.
Hopefully the same for the other Hoya games.
Oh yeah, they probably also got
Genshin
hit
was
hard by the strike.
worst. In
Yeah.
Star Rail, there
And in
like,
fact, their tale
characters that
specifically
download.
emphasizes
Fair
that
enough.
most of them were ordinary humans.
Genshin was probably hit so much harder because, you know, it's been running for longer.
and in ZZ it's also like 4 or 5 characters.
Yeah, still sucks, but at least they were a little bit better off.
If I remember right, they were from several groups that joined forces. A Gui Xiang one, a Lian Xiang one, And...
Right! The 3 hermits of Guizhang, the 2 sages of Lianshan, and the 3 beasts of Taodu. Collectively, the 8
Alright.
adepts. The mainstream
Ayaka was
narrative
voicing the
holds that
program,
the
so they got-
Guizhang
okay.
hermits and the
Recommend this is back.
Lianshan sages were human.
Glad to know it more. Again, glad to know the voices are returning. I really hope starting next update full voice acting is back. And the voice actors got some stuff to catch up on. I feel like they are probably gonna record all the missing lines and patch them in after the fact. Except for, you know, the limited time event voice lines, obviously, because those are already over. But at least the ones for the main story are probably most certainly gonna get patched in after the fact. One would hope, at least. I know one of the hermits was Windreader, said to be the founder of the ancient art of Quimen divination. If I'm not mistaken, he hailed from the 12 tribes of Chenyu Vale. His descendants became the Lan clan, and kept the art of Quimen divination alive. Madame Lan? Correct me if I'm wrong.
That's certainly what the clan genealogies claim. Although my personal knowledge of Cheeman divination is very patchy.
The second hermit story is somewhat more amusing. He mastered the art of fishing with a rod and line, and became known to the people as the Yunlai Angler. Why is that amusing? You may have heard of Yunlai swordsmanship, which is the style I train in. Both that style and its more ancient variant have their origins in the Yunlai Anglers' rod-wielding techniques. Huh.
Seriously? Did Shinsho tell you that? Because it sounds like something right out of a martial arts novel.
Well, that's interesting that some voice actors returned only partially for now. Maybe because they have so much to catch up on? I don't know.
So what about the third hermit?
That would be the Wuwang Kid, also known as Old Man Wuwang. The story is that he always presented himself in child form. As a hermit, his expertise lay with Chihang sigils, I can speak, which he used to catch demons, heal disease, and protect lives from the encroaching presence of death. The Wangsheng funeral parlor should be best acquainted with his story, since their founders were said to have studied under the Wuwang Kid. Please, Kiching, can someone else take over the exposition? They were just ordinary people like you and me. But when faced with mounting disasters, they used what strength they had to guard the border between life and death. Unfortunately, they were aided by their knowledge of a secret art, which the funeral parlor still practices to this day.
So it's true? The Wangsheng funeral parlor really does have a secret art?
I heard from Hu Tao that she is a flaming staff handed down by her forebears. Apparently it has special powers used for cleansing rituals.
Flaming staff, but not the staff of Oma, because that's for Zhongli.
But it could just be another one
Yeah.
of her tall tales. Oh, you
Yeah.
probably haven't met Hu Tao yet, have you? She's the director at the funeral parlor.
It was always
She is
Zhongli's
the
weapon.
best.
Anyway.
I've never had the pleasure, but I've certainly heard of Director Hu Tao.
Okay, well these Guizhang hermits sound pretty legit. How about the 2 sages and the 3 beasts? What's their story?
Kitching, please stop the exposition and let someone else handle it. One was Sage Hu. Hu, as in Hu Tao. A master of gourd crafts, and the others was Sage Jian, an expert in bronze mirrors. Very little information survives on these two. All we know is that they practiced the secret art of Lianshan, earning them the title of the 2 sages of Lianshan.
I heard there's a hidden palace deep in the mountains south of the Stone Gate. Traditionally, that's believed to be where they retreated for cultivation.
As for the 3 beasts, their retreat was Mount Taodo. Mount Taodo, hence the 3 beasts of Taodo. As the title suggests, those 3 were not human.
So, what were they? Monsters or something?
They were... Ganyu? They were Ganyu. there was 3 Ganyus.
Huh? All 3 of them?
Yes,
Yes.
they were Ganyu. God damn it, God, you.
Happy Lantern Rite, everyone.
Thank you, Spinne.
Oh, right, Ganyu's here. Okay.
Oh, right, Ganyu isn't voiced. Okay.
Ganya's here. Okay, the disappointment in that voice line. Ah, right, I guess she's here. Happy Lantern Rite, Ganyu.
I'm sorry. I hope I'm not interrupting anything.
Of course not.
Of course, yes. What is it? Ningguang's back?
Yes, the others have arrived too.
Got it. Thanks. My apologies, everyone, but I've got to go. Ganyu and I have some important work to attend to.
Aw, what?
Finally!
Not you too?
Yes.
Seems like everyone's busy with work.
Good.
You know what you know what it's like. The festival season is upon us, so it's all systems go at the Ministry of Civil Affairs. Don't worry, everything's fine.
Yes, you should focus on enjoying everything that the street fair has to offer. And if you find anything, is not to your satisfaction, we will welcome your feedback. Bye for now, everyone. And Ganyu doesn't even say goodbye. 1 second, Ganyu.
Hold it right there.
You didn't say goodbye. Don't forget to take breaks.
You
Look after
bitch.
yourself.
The traveler's being especially nice today, checking in on everyone's well-being. Well, what other option does he have? It's not like he can drag them away from their desks and force them to have fun against their will.
But what if I could?
Thanks for your concern. We'll be sure to take care, and hope you'll do the same.
No. Do as I say, not as I do.
I actually have something I need to do as well. So I should get to the Wangshang funeral parlor.
Oh, are you looking for Hu Tao? She's supposed to meet us here so we can grab lunch. Why don't you come with? If you don't
Alright.
mind the extra company, of course.
Not at all. I'd love to. What a nice surprise.
Perfect! Hu Tao should have joined us here by now. I guess her meeting overran. Why don't we head to the funeral parlor? Okay, let's go!
Alright. I told you she wouldn't show up until next year. At least her voice won't come back until next year. Unless she somehow
A rerun comes next year.
yeah. I don't know, she might show up in some kind of other event, but let's face it. Hu Tao's most likely returns, as with any Liyue characters, if there's an event in Liyue, which is most certainly almost always the Lantern Rite. So there's a
So
decent
she
chance
just
we won't get
shows
to...
up in Azuma just to meet A.
I mean,
So
fair
she
enough.
meets another Archon.
Every journey has its final day.
Honestly, she might
Don't run.
show up in some other event, or it'll take another year before we hear her voice again. Imagine. I mean, obviously, we can always hear her voice, any of us who have her as a playable character.
You know, it's actually
Dude,
a good
can you-
thing that it's actually a good thing that Hu Tao's outfit isn't 5-star outfit, because otherwise she'd have special lines. And thanks to her voice not being there, that would mean that her outfit would be completely silent.
I did not want to walk into tutorial, thank you. I'm just here to go to the...
Punch the coin.
Fine. Earlier, just outside the funeral parlor,
So in other words, Butler you'd like to go without the drums.
Exactly. Since this has come at such a festive time, I'd rather keep things low-key to avoid disturbing the celebrations.
thank you NPC1.
Understood. What about paper effigies for burning? We can do mansions, chariots, boats, or Zerden shares.
Sure, but let's stick with something small. His lordship has never been a fan of ostentation.
In that case, how about an effigy of a silk gown? something to please the family, but not too over the top. Does that sound alright?
It sounds perfect. You think of everything, Director Who.
Great. And will you be providing your own cinerary casket?
Yes. His lordship had one made 2 years ago, in fact. He sourced an
Sad.
excellent
She
block
wanted
of
the
bloom
extra
wood and had an
income.
artisan convert it into a casket. It's currently being stored at the old family house at Yilong Wharf.
Get rid of it. Order one from Hu Tao.
Bloomwood is a good choice. Flame resistance, water resistant, and insect resistant. And what about the morning tent and procession? Did the family say what style they want? We can certainly keep them simple, but I wouldn't recommend foregoing them entirely. You don't want the public spectacle. You don't want the public speculating about why a Fayun commerce guild couldn't seem to afford a proper funeral.
It's like you read my mind. Master expressed the same concern, but he also said he has full confidence in the Wangshang Funeral Parlor's judgment in this area.
Alright, fair enough.
Very well. And my suggestion for the tent would be sloped roofs. One with a rigid spine, 2 of them curved at the top. 36 seats, no more, no less. And all with fresh silk covers. But not just any silk. It should be decorated with the Fayun symbols. At the front, we want a moon gate, a grand preceptor armchair, and bamboo rails. Sufficiently grand, but tasteful and measured. Would this be suitable, Batan?
That
No.
sounds ideal. Oh, and we should put some rugs down. Make them tortoiseshell. His lordship is very fond of that color.
This is the second time I read bamboo instead of bamboo.
Then so be it.
That can be arranged. How about the procession?
Master requested no music procession, but 16 pallbearers. Nothing flashy. Plain clothes will do, as long as they're smart and all dressed the same.
Clothes can be smart. And a carrot?
I mean, they can certainly be dumb.
Open sedan chair, please, with 4 pairs of white plaques and 20 pairs of red plaques.
Any ceremonial weaponry and such?
Yes, 2 sets of gold weaponry and 2 sets of soul banners, 4 items per set.
Okay.
Here we go.
For the golden weaponry, a 4-piece set would be the mace, battle axe, 3 deer rub, the fifth and fist. So 2 each of those, and then we could do 2 clear passage banners, plus 2 each of the flying tiger, flying and flying turtle banners.
That will do nicely.
Alright, last thing. How about the hanging banner in the portrait pavilion?
Honestly, it seemed like this was going smoothly. Why would she take so long if everything was going basically without any problems?
For the hanging banner, we want an octagonal tube with 8 tassels per corner and a dome of red gauze covering the top. As for the portrait pavilion, we're looking to do one incense pavilion with 2 spare rooms. One is a changing room, the other is a display room, and we'd like a plain white cover over the whole thing.
Did you want that embroidered?
Ah, I knew I missed something. The family neglected to consider that in their sorrow, but it's a minor detail. What would your suggestion be?
Well, the Fayun Commerce Guild is a large and prosperous family with 4 generations living under one roof. As the founder of this family, his lordship could not be more blessed. Added to that, he has reached a ripe old age, living a virtuous life, and is spending his final days in peace and comfort. All in all, he has lived a very complete life. In which case, I'd recommend embroidering a badge of
Longevity?
Motif, and the cranes and deers of youth motif, to pass on his good fortune to the next generation.
Excellent. I must say, Director Who, you really understand your clients.
Of course. I think nothing of it. Huh? I'm Miss Baywin.
Greetings, Director Who. Lady Ningguang has
Welcome,
arrived,
NPC
and
2.
she would be most grateful if you could join her at Eugene Terrace.
Oh, that was quick. Alright, I'll head over in 2 ticks. Butler An. My sincere apologies, but I'm afraid I have another meeting to get.
Of course. I've taken plenty of your time already. Don't let me keep you.
Ferry, can I have leave you to follow up on the Feiyun funeral arrangement?
Of course, Director. I'll handle it.
Thank you, NPC 3. Appreciate the
Who
NPCs.
family is truly blessed. It seems their directors go from strength to strength with each generation.
I agree. She was born for the job.
Ah, yes, Madam Undertaker. I didn't get the chance to discuss payment with the director.
There's no rush. I gathered from your conversation that the situation is still unfolding. This was just an initial meeting, so that we can make advanced preparations, yes?
That's right. Master asked me to come a few days ahead of time so that things aren't rushed at the last minute. On that note, please do keep everything strictly confidential for now. No public announcements.
Of course. You have my word.
Thanks. Could I trouble you for a pro forma invoice? Easier for the family to review that way.
I'll get that to you in due course. Oh, hello. Can I help
We just
you?
missed them.
Hey, Fairy! We're looking for Hu Tao. Is she here?
You just missed her, unfortunately. She's attending a meeting elsewhere.
Oh. Any idea when she'll be back?
Next year.
She didn't say, but she only left a moment ago. She could be some time. If it's anything urgent, I'd be happy to take a message for you, and I'll relay it to her as soon as she returns.
Oh, no, it's nothing urgent.
But she promised to meet up with us.
If you'd prefer to speak with her directly, you can always wait till she's free.
Well, this sucks. Paimon thought Hu Tao would be done with work by now. I guess she's got more on her plate than we realized. Well, there's not much point in hanging around here. Why don't we go eat and come back later? Paimon is getting a little hungry. But shouldn't we wait for Hu Tao? It sounded like she's gonna be a while. Besides, I can always fire up the stove again when she's back.
Maybe we'll see her on day 2 of the event.
Okay, sounds good. Madam Lan, you must be getting hungry too, right? You should come with us. Madam Lan?
Oh, sorry. I spaced out. Whatever works for you.
Alright, Fairy, we'll head off then. Can
I
you
like
let
this
Hu Tao
collection
know
of
where we are when she gets
characters.
back?
They have voices.
Sure. Take care, everyone. Butler Ann?
Ma'am, do you happen to know who that young lady with the black hair is?
I haven't met her before, but that silver swallow hairpiece makes me wonder if she's from Chenyu Vale.
Chenyu Vale.
Something the matter?
Well, it's just... So the other day, when I was out shopping, I ran into her and Master. They were chatting away, and I noticed that she showed him a very peculiar-looking rattan figure. Later that day, as I was moving his lordship to a more comfortable bedroom, I saw something underneath his bed. And would you know it, it was that same rattan figure. There was some kind of spell written on it. It was icy cold to the touch and made the whole room chilly. The whole thing seems very sinister.
Oh my goodness. Are you suggesting that there could be unnatural causes behind his lordship's condition? Well, I've heard they practice Chi-Man magic in Chenyu Vale. Pentad fortune conveyance, fate transference, and the like.
The last thing I want to do is start suspecting anyone, but... With his lordship bedridden and Master urging me to start discussing funeral arrangements, I can't help but think. Sorry. Look at me rambling
Curious.
away. I'm
Probably
sure
gonna
I'm
be a
just being
misunderstanding.
paranoid.
It's gonna be something
Please
they're
forget I
supposed to
said
help
anything, and
out, and it's
certainly
getting
don't repeat this to
misinterpreted as
anyone else.
something that's causing the condition.
Don't worry, Butler Ann. The Wangsheng Funeral Parlor understands the importance of discretion.
Client confidentiality is paramount.
End of Act 1? Feels like it, kind of? Ah, no, apparently not yet. Whenever they do such a wide panning shot, I always think, ah, okay, that's it.
Dad, I brought some friends over. I'm cooking today. Dad? Dad!
He's dead.
Over here, Xiangling.
Never mind.
Oh, there he is. He's over at Ying-Ar's place. Let's go say hi. Huh? Timaeus? What's wrong with him?
Oh my god, I haven't seen Timaeus in a while involved in anything. I kind of forgot he existed, even though, you know, he is a character you run into occasionally.
That scent. Oh, this is so embarrassing. A few days ago, he said he wanted to come and spend the festival with me, but he started to feel unwell as soon as he arrived last night, and now he's gone and passed out. I think maybe the journey took it out of him, or perhaps he caught a cold on the way. Anyway, I was about to take him to Boo Boo Pharmacy to see the doctor, so I asked Chef Mao to watch the store while I'm gone.
Wait, you weren't gonna carry him all that way by yourself, were you? Let us help.
I couldn't possibly ask that of you.
Don't mention it. Let's just get him to the doctor.
If you're sure. I'm very grateful for the help.
The doctor who is most certainly not going to
Why
be
don't
voice
I watch the
acted.
store? As it happens, I know a thing or two about perfume.
I'm sorry, I don't believe I've had the pleasure.
Oh, this is Madame Lan Yen, a craftswoman from Chen Yu Vale. You can trust her.
Oh, a friend of yours then. Thank you, Madame Lan Yen. That would be a huge help.
Xiangling, I guess that means we're free to head back. Let's get cooking so the troops can feast on their triumphant return.
Let him cook.
Great minds
Let him
think
cook
alike,
indeed.
Dad.
Again, I appreciate that the central troop right now is all
Go on,
voice
Get
acted.
Timaeus to Boo Boo Pharmacy. And don't forget to come eat when you're done.
Thank you all.
Meanwhile, you bring Timaeus to Boo Boo Pharmacy, where Beiju takes him to the back room for examination. Oh no, he's going to the back rooms. You are surprised to see two other familiar faces there. Ah, yes, okay, who voices who?
Which one of those two do you want to voice? They have basically the same screen time, because they show up together.
Yeah, that makes sense to me.
I mean, I guess I could voice Xingqiu, because Xingqiu's voice actress also voices my favorite DZ character.
Alright, then you're getting Xingqiu.
Code, Paimon, it's been a long time.
Happy Lantern Rite. Happy Lantern Rite. Happy Lantern Rite, Xingqiu and Zhongyun.
Thank you. Here's hoping it will be.
What do you mean by that? Oh no, did you get sick too?
No, not me.
Xingqiu.
It's alright. These are dear friends. The truth needn't be hidden from me. From them.
From you either.
Yeah. It's my great-grandfather. A few days ago, he didn't have the strength to get out of bed. Now he's slipped into a coma.
Oh no! Sorry to hear that. That sounds really serious.
It's not looking good. We had several doctors come in and see him, but none of them could tell what was wrong. And all left without writing a prescription.
None of them could figure out what it was? That seems strange.
Well, he's over 100 years old now. It's just, we're struggling to come to terms with it.
I mean, to be fair, that's a good age to reach. Reaching the triple digits, not bad.
A butler came to see me a few days ago, insisting that great grandfather has been cursed. He urged me to get an exorcist involved.
So I went to take a look, and inside his lordship's room there was definitely a strange chill in the air. But I'm confident it's not caused by evil spirits. Then what is it? Well, this is just a theory. A game theory! But I think that...
It's fine, you can say.
it's... Fetor of Death, a sign that death is near.
Oh no. Singcho, this must be so hard for you.
Thank you. I'll be okay. Honestly, my father and grandfather are the hardest hit by it. But we are as prepared as we can be under these circumstances. I believe my brothers already contacted the funeral parlor, and I'm here to see if Dr. Baiju can help. My father and grandfather are at home fasting.
Well, there he be. Hello,
Feeling
doctor.
any better?
Oh, great, and Timaeus doesn't have a voice either.
He doesn't have many lines.
To be fair, I guess I'll just take over Timaeus for those few lines. Much better, I feel fit as a fiddle. I'm sure this is all because I forgot to eat breakfast.
It's fit as a fiddle, dear. As in the instrument, not the finger twitching.
It's nothing serious.
Oh.
Probably
You
just
fought.
exhaustion from the long
I thought,
journey.
indeed.
Then not resting properly afterwards.
Actually getting Baiju. Oh my god, a 5-star character that has his voice.
It's all my fault.
I'm prescribing a nutritious soup to be taken every night before bed. Here's the recipe. That should sort him out. But if his symptoms persist, make sure to come and see me again.
Thank you, Dr. Baiju.
Looks like Timaeus is gonna be alright. That's a relief.
Inger says you helped bring me here. Thank you very much. Don't mention it.
Inger, you should probably get this guy back right away. Baiju says he needs to rest.
Agreed. Plus, I shouldn't keep Madame Lanyan waiting too long. Drop by later when you've got a second, so I can thank you both properly.
No. No, I won't.
Dr. Baiju.
Ah, Master Xingqiu. I won't beat around the bush. The situation is looking a little more complicated than I'd initially thought.
What do you mean?
Ah.
But
Okay, so you aren't voice acted, Changsheng. Ah.
Baiju wasn't speaking the whole truth just now. Timaeus' situation is exceptionally strange and strikingly similar to his lordship's condition.
wait, so Timaeus has the same illness as my great-grandfather?
It would appear so, although it's debatable whether it is an illness per se. The truth is, they are both aging at an accelerated rate.
Huh. What? Really?
Yes, significantly faster than the average person. But so far, I have not managed to determine the cause.
Not only does it mystify Baiju, even I've never witnessed such a malady. Unless, of course, it was so long ago that I've since forgotten. Timaeus is in the prime of his life, so a little extra exhaustion is nothing dangerous. But his lordship is so advanced in years already.
It's terrible. So something is
Surreptitiously?
surreptitiously cutting years off their life.
Damn, Chingshou, stop using big words.
Cutting years off their lives.
Big words,
What a
funny man.
turn of phrase. That sounds horrible.
Baiju even tried using the secret art on Timaeus earlier, but was useless. This is a most stubborn disease.
There are a few other remedies I can try, even if it's just trial and error at this point. This morning I sent Chi-Chi to Mount Chingsa to look for a certain herb. There's still a chance we might turn things around if we're lucky. Oh, and speaking of Chingsa, has his lordship been there recently, Master Xingqiu?
To Chingsa village, you mean?
Yes, we visited.
Yes.
That's... Oh, yeah.
Yes, we visit there every year during Lantern Rite to run the clinic. But this year, before the clinic had even started, they sent someone all the way here to ask for medical advice. The situation seems urgent.
And then the patient from Mondstadt, who I just saw, tells me he stopped off in Chingsa village during his journey. I can't help but wonder if there's some connection.
If I'm not mistaken, I do believe great-grandfather visited some friends in Chingsa village not long ago. My father went with him.
Aha, just as we suspected.
What is it? I heard the rumors about a god's remains in Chingsa. Is that what it's causing this?
God's remains? Which one?
Well, firstly, I read about this in a book I bought from a street vendor, so it's not the most credible source. But the book told of a hidden palace in Chingsa mountain range, called the Hidden Palace of Formula. Is enchanted with the 7 and 8 gates method, which with which it's supposed to count suppressed countless evil spirits. The most revered of them being a god known as Tao Do.
Wait, so Tao Du's remains? That's what's causing this mystery illness?
Curious.
Not to steal anyone's thunder, but while I do suspect a connection with Chingsa village, I highly doubt that god remains are the cause.
That's right, the slightest trace of God remains, and Baiju and I would surely have sensed them.
Good point.
Oh, come on.
Then what could be the true cause?
Master Shincho,
Someone joined the
I will head to Chingsa village to investigate further after Chi-Chi
Discord
returns.
issues, I
Hopefully,
see.
I will have more answers after
Guess
that.
that's what I get for streaming Genshin. Can't wait to eventually drop Genshin. But there is still an entire nation we're missing, and possibly the Conria chapter after that. So, is there anything I can do to help?
Yeah, we're pros at gathering stuff. Just tell us where to go and we'll track down those herbs, no problem.
I am most grateful for the offer. I'll be sure to let you know if I need your assistance.
Thank you for everything, Dr. Baiju.
Merely doing my duty.
Well, you take care of yourself too, Baiju.
Don't worry about me. I'm keenly aware of my limits.
Hi, Kirill. Hope you're well.
Hello, Kirill. Oh, Paimon. It was good to see you, but now I must return home and relay Dr. Baiju's words to my father.
I'll come with you. I want to take another look at his lordship's room.
Very well. Bye, everyone. And don't worry about me. I'm doing fine.
No, you're not.
In all honesty, I've never been so as close with my great-grandfather as my father and grandfather. Given his age, he already wasn't speaking much by the time I was around.
Hey, come on now. We get that you don't want us to worry, but there's no need to downplay it, alright? We should be supporting you here, not the other way around.
Paimon's a lot smarter than I remember. Guess it's been a long time since we last met. Paimon, for once, not being all out of brain juice.
Okay,
a miracle.
code, ban the person.
Oh boy.
I said, explain yourself why your join message is spam. The person replied with, oh, I'm actually a graphic designer. Ban, instant ban. Get out
This
of here.
this is the one time I can kind of do that. Yeah, this is the one time where I can actually do that. Because normally I don't have Discord open during streams, but I kind of have to this time. And away you go.
Freaking graphic designer.
Alright. Now, where were we? Also, hi Potato. It is me, and it is you. How have you been? Hope you've been well. Haven't seen you in a hot minute.
Hey! Paimon's always been smart.
Paimon's never been smart.
Man, you know, recently a phrase that Hutawa always said has been on my mind a lot. Live in life, die in death.
That's how it works, yes.
But she must be exceptionally busy these days, as I've barely seen her at all. So how about we all go for a meal together in a few days' time, when everything's calmed down.
Sounds great, I'm free whenever. That's where this act is basically gonna wrap up. Also, it's nice to know you got a job. Hope it's a job that you're actually enjoying and not something you're forcing yourself to do.
Then it's decided. See you in a few days.
Alright, time skip time. Alright, twice
Even
the
though
people,
Baizhu ruled out God
half the
remains
voice
as the
acting.
cause,
Yes.
Paimon still wants to get
Yes,
to the
girl.
bottom of this Tao Do business. Oh, it's a shame Kuching had to disappear before she could tell us more.
Lan Yen seems quite knowledgeable about it too.
True. Then let's head back and ask her. Come on, Xiangling's waiting on us too.
I have
But
a
yeah,
list of the unvoiced and voiced characters. There are 3 voiced characters and 3 voiced NPCs.
damn. But yeah, to quickly explain to anyone who just showed up, basically, yeah, there's still a lot of voice actors missing, and the thing is, I am a little bit sickish currently, so doing all the extra voices is tedious, and Spinne just so happened to volunteer like a few minutes before I went live to be like, hey, I could do some voices. So that is why Spinne is here doing some voices.
I'm doing voicing sometimes.
Ah, you're back. Thanks again for helping me get Timaeus to the doctor. Please, take this Mora as a small token of our gratitude.
You shouldn't have. I barely lifted a finger. Well, that's gotta be an understatement. I doubt you carried me all the way to Boo Boo Pharmacy by one finger. Honorary Knight, I can't thank you enough. Please let us give you something for your efforts.
Paimon thinks you're misunderstanding what that phrase means, but okay.
You'll have to excuse him. I think his efforts to learn the local dialect have fried the language part of his brain.
Alright, well, no more studying for you. Go get some rest. Doctor's orders. And if you take a turn for the worse, get back to Boo Boo Pharmacy right away.
By the way, where did Lan Yan go?
Ah, yes. I almost forgot to mention. She said she went to catch up with Director Hu. She told me to pass on the message.
Wait, so she left?
Flashback.
Yinger, I'd like 3. Oh, what's this? Is scent of spring under new management?
Perish the thought. Miss Yingar had to run an errand, so I'm just watching the shop until she gets back.
Aha, I see. Well, Miss Temporary New Management, could I trouble you for 3 boxes of red dust under rolling clouds?
Red dust under rolling clouds. I think that rings a bell. Not a scent the average young lady would choose, though.
Correct. So you probably won't find it on the shelves. More like hidden in the corner at the back somewhere. Would you mind digging it out?
Not at all. One moment.
But yeah, again, pretty glad to know you're enjoying your job. That's always the best. Find a job you enjoy and you never work a day of your life, as they say.
Here. Is this what you're looking for? If I'm not mistaken, it's used exclusively for ritual purposes.
Oh, a lady of culture, I see. That is not going on.
Let me wrap this up for you.
Wait. I see it now. You're from the lineage of Chin Yu Vale, aren't you?
Huh? How can you tell?
Your hairpiece. It's the Jade Plume Silverwing. One of the 3 immortals of Tao Do. Am I right? I'm right. Or am
Yes.
I am right, or am I right?
Imagine just taking that hair. Imagine you just had that hairpiece because you thought it looked nice, and it's like, actually.
Yeah, totally.
Also, hi. Oh my god, what is that name? Joro TV? Hi. Hello. Welcome to the stream. Hope you're well.
How did... Sorry, who are you?
Let's just say I'm a fellow lady of culture. But alas, I'm in a rush today, so I'll have to say goodbye for now. I hope we meet again soon, Miss Temporary New Manager.
Huh? Grandpa was right. Liyue Harbor is full of hidden talents. I would never have expected the average perfume customer to be so knowledgeable.
She's not the average perfume customer, though.
Director Who? I gotta say, that outfit looks really good on you.
Why, thank you, Miss Yinger. I was just procuring some perfume for, from your fine establishment. Your temporary replacement provided a magnificent service.
Oh, that's good to hear.
Wait, Director Who?
Oh,
hey,
correct.
we're back.
And now she
Thanks
runs
for
after
watching
her.
the store, Madame Lan.
Miss Ying'er, that person you spoke to just now. Who was that?
Hu Tao.
Oh.
Director Hu Tao of the Wangsheng Funeral Parlor.
Huh? But I thought she wore the funeral parlor uniform. With the Harmony hexagram hat?
Not
I
today.
guess she just changed into something more festive for the festival.
Shoot! I was face to face with her. And I had no idea. Sorry, Miss Ying'er. Something's come up. Please let the others know I had to leave.
And off she goes.
What could possibly be so urgent?
And then she just ran off after Hu Tao. Weird.
Maybe she'll be at the funeral parlor.
Are you going to look for her? If so, could you take this with you?
No.
I just found it in the store.
Huh? Wait, isn't this one of those rattan figures?
Whatever it is, we don't sell them. So I'm guessing Madame Lan left it here by accident.
Yeah, well, she definitely makes these. Although, this one's pretty different
Why is
from
Hu
the
Tao
one she
lacking
made
voice
for the
lines?
street fair.
Because the voice actor
Plus, it has a
strike.
sigil on it for some reason.
But the voice actor strike is coming to an end, so all the missing voice actors should be returning soon, probably with the next update. But yeah, there's like half of the characters currently aren't voice acted, which is sad.
Not the kind of thing you see every day, that's for sure. It could be important, so if it does belong to Madame Lan, I'd like to get it back to her as soon as possible.
Well, then let's head back to Wangsheng Funeral Parlor again. Whatever it's for, the sooner
Alright.
she gets it back, the better.
Honestly, I can't wait. It's been way too long since we've had full voice acting in this game. I'm so glad the strike is finally coming. Well, at least the Genshin situation in particular is coming to an end. But yeah, if you see if you compare if you take a random NPC versus a random playable character, chances are the NPC is way more likely to be voice acted than the playable character.
Hey, Miss Undertaker! Are Hu Tao and Madame Lan back yet?
Sorry, I'm afraid not.
Really? How
I
strange.
mean, it's unfortunate, but
they
the
were
strike is
definitely
completely fair.
heading this way.
Yeah, absolutely
Maybe Hu Tao
understandable.
had another appointment. Any idea where we might find them?
If it was anything business related, I expect the director would have let me know. I was aware she had a meeting earlier today, for instance. But she doesn't keep me informed about her private affairs.
So you're saying Hu Tao is dealing with a private matter?
It's possible. The director seems to have had a lot on her mind lately. In the past, she'd usually show up to work in the mid-morning. But recently, she's been getting here before the sun's up. She said she's had trouble sleeping and has been dreaming more than usual.
Trouble sleeping? Are we talking about the same Hu Tao here? That doesn't sound like her at all.
Again, she do be acting
You
odd.
might want to talk to our consultant, Zhongli.
Yes.
He's closer to her than I am.
I am very worried that he's also missing his voice. I can hope it's there, but I am tragically doubtful.
Oh, good idea. How did we not think of that? So, where could we find him? Probably sipping tea somewhere, right?
Please be voice acted wrongly.
He's just across the road on the second floor, watching an opera. If you listen carefully, you might be able to hear it.
I mean, it was voice acted, just not in English.
Yeah.
Should I still read it out? I guess.
Yeah, you don't have to, because, I mean, even if every character was voice acted.
Through discordant tones and tragic fates.
Oh yeah! Paimon here's singing! Seems like Zhongli is the only one taking it easy today. Let's go say hi!
Come on, Zhongli, please tell me you have a voice. Please, please, please.
Swallows will return for a new nest.
No.
No! My heart shattered into a million pieces. Well, I know who's taking over the Zhongli role then.
Yep.
Would be a shame for me not to take over here. Remarkable. Miss Yoon, you have breathed fresh air, fresh life into an old classic, and I dare say surpassed the original.
You flatter me, Mr. Zhongli.
Thank you.
I'm just glad my voice held out. I'm a little out of practice.
The
Nonsense,
Zhongdong
Miss
emote
Yoon.
coming in
You
clutch
are
again.
as stunning as ever. And if that was you out of practice, well, the official Lantern Rite performance is sure to be truly sensational.
Hey Zhongli! Hey Yunjin! How's it going?
Wow, Code and Paimon, what a lovely surprise.
It's been too long, old friends. Are you here for the opera?
Oh dear, what a pity. I'm afraid you just missed today's performance. And Miss Yoon needs to rest her voice now, or she'll strain it.
It's okay, Team Master Liu. These two are good friends of mine. If they'd like to hear me sing, a few more minutes won't do me any harm.
There's no
Yunjin.
need.
But hopefully you don't think we came here just to show up late and demand a private performance.
Of course not. I'm guessing you're here for Mr. Zhongli then?
Always. Oh? And how might I be of assistance?
Okay, so a friend of ours left something behind at a shop. We're trying to return it to her, and all we know is she's probably with Hu Tao. Any idea where Hu Tao might be?
The director's a free spirit who roams far and wide. She could be most anywhere.
Oh, great. Well, this is just fantastic.
Is it something important? The thing she left behind, I mean.
We don't know.
That's the thing. We don't know what it's for, but we want to get it back to her as soon as possible just in case she really needs it.
Show the rattan figure.
Show the rattan.
Oh, goodness! That's what you're trying to get back to her? But isn't that a pentad rattan?
Pentad rattan? So you recognize this?
Haven't you heard? The word on the street is that the patriarch of the Feiyun Commerce Guild has fallen gravely ill. They say his family found an ominous-looking rattan figure in his bedroom, and there was a pentad fortune conveyance talisman on it. That cursed thing must have been put there to steal his good fortune. It's destroying his health, wealth, and every other good thing in his life. And based on the description, your rattan figure looks suspiciously similar. It could even be the one that... get it away from me. I don't want that thing anywhere near me.
Relax, it's fine. This one definitely belongs to Madame Lan. Besides, we've had it on us this whole time and nothing bad's happened to us yet.
Yet being the key word.
Madame Lan? You mean from Chenyu Vale's Artisan Association?
Oh, now that would explain a lot. The Lans of Chenyu Vale practice Chi-Men magic. This Pentad fortune conveyance business would be right up their alley. This leaves only one question unanswered. Namely, why would the Lans of Chenyu Vale have a bone to pick with the Feiyun Commerce Guild?
What? Will you listen to yourself? You can't seriously believe all that. You'd sooner convince Paimon that Rex
Slime.
Lapis was a slime.
Yes. Totally.
You C6 slime.
The latter is certainly the more compelling theory. Master Liu, you appear to have been misinformed by these rumors, and also failed to notice the Guyan sigil on this particular rattan figure.
Oh? Please enlighten me, Mr. Zhongli.
This is the sign of Vice Ravana, one of the 4 main exorcism sigils. A most upstanding and auspicious sign, by no means cursed. As a matter of fact, a series of fortune coins bearing the exorcism sigils recently entered circulation in Liyue Harbor. I am somewhat surprised that you didn't recognize it, Master Liu.
Oh, yes, of course, I remember now. Thank you for jogging my memory, Mr. Zhongli. I am humbled by your superior erudition.
This makes way more sense than Madame Long going around trying to curse people to death.
I'm guessing the rattan figure that found in his lordship's room must have been put there by someone in his family to bring good luck.
In that case, there's a good chance Madame Long also purposely left this behind to keep Timea safe and well.
In all likelihood, yes.
Guess we don't need to find her so urgently after all. We were just worried that losing this might have ruined her plans. But that said, what did she need Hu Tao for anyway? And what is Hu Tao up to that's keeping her so busy? Paimon has a bad feeling about it for some reason.
Any ideas, Zhongli? The director's mind is a labyrinth I could not hope to comprehend. She probably has more things she has to think about than the rest of us combined.
Are any of those thoughts the kind that might keep someone up at night?
She has never mentioned that. But as the director of Wangsheng Funeral Parlor, she has a solemn duty to balance the forces of life and death in Liyue. I would be surprised, and even a little unsettled, if she were truly as carefree as she appears. Would What do you mean, would Probably hit enter a bit too soon there on your message. Fair mistake. Happens to the best of us.
Oh.
Yeah.
I agree. I've known Hu Tao for a while now, and all her
eccentricities, yeah.
And eccentricities, yeah, you said the word already. She takes pride in what she does. As a friend, we should just be there for her when she needs us.
Indeed. The director's competence is the only reason I can afford to sit here enjoying a fine cup of tea and listening to the opera.
Having a competent boss isn't an excuse to slack off, you know.
I mean, honestly, if I could trade in Paimon's voice for Zhongli's, I would. Then again, that would mean that I'd have to voice Paimon. Or Spinne would. And that would be more of a hindrance because Paimon is always with us. So Paimon's voice being missing would mean more voice lines being missing than for basically any other character. So I guess it's good that Paimon's VA is one of the few ones that stuck around even through the strike.
I think Mr. Zhongli just means you should have faith in Hu Tao. There's no need to worry about her so much.
Fair point. Somehow seeing how calm Zhongli is about the whole thing does make Paimon feel much more at ease.
You two ought to be out enjoying the festivities. The Lantern Rite only comes once a year, so make the most of it. If you're still worried, take this. What is it? I'm not gonna question it. Any gift from Zhongli is one I'd be happy to appreciate.
I don't hate Paimon. And I don't hate your voice either.
More peace? Maybe more peace, but then I would have to do the high-pitched Paimon voice, which would arguably be worse. What is it? A fortune coin. It has recently become customary to give them as gifts. So in the spirit of the season, this is my gift to you. I appreciate that you giving me a coin, considering you're broke.
Wow, Zhongli actually left the house with cash?
Yeah!
This is a Lantern Rite to remember.
Exactly what I thought. He broke and yet he still has something to spare for me.
Goodness gracious! Mr. Zhongli, that looks like a very special coin you have there. Is that one of the fabled Rex coins?
Rex coin?
Yes. Look at the design on the face. It's quite different from the typical coins you see in circulation. It appears to be a symbol of Rex Lapis. There's no doubt about it. This is a Rex coin, which means it once passed through the hands of the Lord of Geo himself.
If only you knew. Oh, Team Master Liu, if only you knew. This is simply a curio I picked up from a street vendor, Master Liu. Almost certainly a replica. But I can introduce you to the vendor if you are interested.
Oh, so it's just a souvenir then?
Yeah, totally.
I assumed it was a family heirloom of great value.
Code, please take this. May it bring you comfort when your mind is troubled. Bro is rich for once. Well, he used to be rich. After all, he used to be able to just create money until he gave up his gnosis, and since then he's been broke 24/7. It is a tragic story.
So it's an anti-anxiety coin? How is that supposed to work?
It just does. Don't question Zhongli if you know what's good for you.
Ah, well, even if the coin itself is a replica, the symbol of Rex Lapis is still genuine. And if the symbol is real, so are its effects. So as long as you have this coin, Rex Lapis will always be with you.
Of course he's always with me. I literally play as him the entire time.
Mr. Zhongli, would you mind showing me to the vendor from whom you acquired this coin? I wouldn't mind procuring a little of the Lord of Geo's good fortune for myself.
Very well. The walk will do me good. Friends, may we meet again soon. Bye, Zhongli. Spinny, if you'd be so
By
kind.
the way, I'll be performing the sanctification of Tao Do on the day of the Lantern Rite. It's the one I was just practicing earlier. It's one of it's only a few days away now. I'd be honored if you could come and support.
Oh, that's what you were singing just now? Paimon definitely wants to hear the full thing. We'll be there. We were actually learning about the 8 Adepts earlier, but we never found out who the 3 Beasts of Tao Do were.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
Really? Well, this, for starters, the 3 Beasts of Tao Do are also known as the 3 Immortals of Tao Do. They were the lone butterfly of the Crimson Flame, the jade-plumed Silverwing, and the golden-eyed Celador Mara? 3 as suspicious beasts, all with the power to take on human form.
Oh, so they really weren't human, huh? The lone butterfly sounds pretty self-explanatory, but what
Could we
about
get
the Silverwing and
Can Paimon
Celadon
not
there?
ask?
What kind of creatures were they?
Can we ask someone who actually has a voice to do the exposition? First Kitching did exposition, and now again another non-voice character with Yoon Jin.
Silverwing was a swallow, and the Celadon Mare was a white horse. Legend holds that after purifying Tao Do, Silverwing and White Reader went wandering together, but the white horse retreated into seclusion. Have you ever read Moonlit Bamboo Forest? The story mentions a white horse that roamed Chingsa mountain range. A lot of people think she was the golden-eyed Celadon.
Oh, cool! So, what about the butterfly? What did they get up to?
They were lonely and they died alone with no friends.
The lone butterfly gave her life during the purification spell. He was the only one of the 8 to sacrifice herself in the room. Even though the 8 had remarkable powers, purifying a god of those was no mean feat. He had to resort to a sacred art called the 7 and 8 Gates.
So we've heard.
The method involved obfuscating one of the gates, so the evil can't escape. The lone butterfly was in charge of the gate that was chosen to be obfuscated, and so she disappeared from the wall.
From the wall.
In the process.
Oh, that's so tragic.
But all was not lost. According to the legend, old man Wu Wang, another one of the 8, looked up to her a lot. Took up her mantle and kept her legacy alive.
Interesting. Huh. And then he taught that to the founders of the Wangsheng Funeral Parlor, right?
Oops, sorry about that. Accidentally pressed again.
Exactly. That's where it feels like fate came into play. After giving her life to restore order to the realm of the dead, some chance meetings ensured that future generations continued using her methods to guard the border between life and death. So, although she herself disappeared from the world, her mission to protect Leo is still alive and well, thousands of years. Anyways, that's basically the whole story of how 8 Adepta is purified town.
Alright, Yunjin, you can go now. We have a voiced character approaching again. Happens the best of us, I guess.
Thanks, Yunjin.
It would be easier if I was just on autoplay, but that comes with 2 problems. One, autoplay takes forever, like the pauses between lines are just atrociously long for no reason sometimes. And another reason is, because some lines aren't voice acted, I am scared to do autoplay in the event that we are actually not able to finish reading a line. So I have to click, and when doing that, then sometimes I accidentally might wrap up a line before it's finished. Happens rarely, but it does happen.
My pleasure. I haven't performed in this opera a long time. So I still have a fair bit of brushing up to do before I'm ready.
Don't practice too much or you'll tire your voice out. Wow, ain't that topical.
Thanks, I appreciate it. See you around.
Hopefully not during this Lantern Rite anymore. Now go away and never come back. Hello, character who has a voice. I like seeing you.
Are you finally done? I've been waiting forever. Huh? Oh, Xiangling, what are you doing here? Tracking you guys down, obviously. You really made me work for it, too. It's honestly a little rich that you're out here telling everyone else to take care of themselves and keep a good work-life balance when you are apparently too busy to eat.
Who needs food
Keep
anyway?
this up and I'll have to drag you to the dinner table and force-feed you my delicious cooking against your will.
I guess it can still happen when autoplay is on too. You just accidentally hit space or the mouse or something,
Here
then
we
boom.
are. I present to you Chef Xiangling's newest creation, Drunken Plums in Snow. You must be starving, surely. Go on, dig in. Wow, this is so nice of you, Xiangling. Paimon hadn't noticed how hungry she had gotten, but smelling that food is making Paimon ravenous. Sounds like you have a tough life, hey, Paimon? Sometimes you feast, but sometimes the traveler lets you go hungry.
Always.
You should ditch the traveler and hang with me from now on. You'll never go hungry again.
You see, Considering that Paimon is only interested in food and treasure, being guaranteed food for the rest of her life, I feel like this is actually a very tempting offer for her.
Ooh, now that is a tempting offer.
What did I say? What did I say? At least I've never charged you for a single meal.
That may be true, but you also pretty much never feed Paimon on time.
Great, if you want to leave, go ahead and do that.
I was only kidding. I know Paimon loves to eat, but I think it'd take more than food to pry her away from your side.
I don't know about that. Actually, yeah, no. Paimon, again, as I said, Paimon's interested in food and treasure. Considering how much money I have.
Treasure! Morgana Persona 5.
Yes. But considering the amount of money I have, it would take a lot to pry Paimon away from me. She's a gold digger, okay?
Anyway, enough about that. Time for you guys to eat. Whatever your plans are after this, they'll go much better on a full stomach.
That was the first act and we're 1.5 hours in. Oh wow. Yes, she will always remain as our emergency food.
No.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
No.
Alright, time skip. Guess it will be split into 2 streams, considering Act 1 took like half of the usual stream length. Guess it will be split in 2. If the second act also takes just as long, then yeah. This event may be a 2-parter and I will stream again tomorrow if that's the case.
I just skipped through everything because, I mean, I've seen it on Gabe's side. And
I mean,
now I'm
fair
seeing
enough.
it here again. And I'm already in the last chapter. And I was in the first when
Surely Hu Tao must have finished her work by now. Let's go to the funeral parlor and check.
And she will still be working.
Hey there! It's us again!
Hello, you two. I'm so sorry, but if you're looking for the director, I'm afraid she still hasn't returned.
What? She still isn't back after 2 whole days?
Is that normal?
Not exactly, but it's not unheard of. The director is unpredictable sometimes. She's been known to disappear for up to 2 weeks.
Okay, well in that case,
Told you
a
we would
couple
only
of
see
days
her
isn't
again
a
next
huge
year.
deal. Hu Tao will be Hu Tao.
Oh boy, we're gaming.
he doesn't really have a lot of lines.
Okay, I can do the few lines that he has. And I know it's pronounced gaming, but you know we're saying gaming for the memes. Hey, I spy code in the Paimon. Man, how long's it been? Happy Lantern Rite.
Oh, hey, Gaming.
It's gaming, Paimon, please. Happy Lantern Rite, gaming.
So, what brings you here?
I gotta make a delivery to Cheyenne Vale. It works out nicely, cause my dad's eager for me to get home for the holidays anyway, so 2 birds with 1 stone.
Hold on. A delivery from the Wangsheng Funeral Parlor to Chenyu Vale? Is this for the Feiyun Commerce Guild by any chance?
Wait, what? Have you been learning fortune telling or something? How could you know that?
No. We just ran into Xingqiu a couple of days ago, so he told us the news.
Whew, you scared me for a second. I thought we'd sprung a leak. And on the one job that we were specifically told has to be extremely hush-hush. But it sounds like you found out from another source, so we're all good. Miss Undertaker, is everything ready to be loaded up? If so, I'll do a quick inventory count and then we'll be on our way.
The goods are ready for inspection. This way, please.
Wait, Gaming! The last we heard, Baiju was still trying to figure out a way to help Xingqiu's great-grandfather. So, did it not work then?
No, he was already killed.
Yes, he died.
Oh, the Baiju part is news to me. But anyway, the master from the Feiyun Commerce Guild said they just want to ship some items back home to get ahead of the situation. I guess they're hoping for the best and planning for the worst, so don't worry, there's still hope.
Ah, gotcha. Hey, Traveler.
Of
do you
course, that
think we
hope
should go
only
see
exists to be
Xingqiu?
consumed by despair. Oh, before you run off on a wild goose chase, Master Qingshu's already back. Back home in Cheyu Vale. He and his brother made the trip together. Something about checking if any repairs are needed at the family home.
That doesn't sound promising.
Let's check in with Baizhu.
Yeah, he's sure to know what's going on.
And he's voice acted. Alright, well, I'll better get moving. Next time we're going for a dim sum. Oh, just gonna run into you out here.
What are the chances? We were just about to go looking for you.
A most curious coincidence. He was searching for you too.
I was indeed. Traveler, there's a situation I need your help with.
Has his lordship taken a turn for the worse?
No, his condition is stable for now. This is a different situation. It's about Chi-Chi.
Oh, we're gonna meet our favorite zombie.
Chi-Chi? What's wrong with her? Has she passed out too?
Has she lost her voice too?
She still hasn't come back from her herb gathering trip. It was 2 days ago that she left, and she was supposed to return the same day.
Oh,
She was snatched by Hutao.
maybe all the mountain
no.
climbing slowed her down. Or maybe she got bored of work and turned it into a vacation.
Given
zombie has been
Chi-Chi's
killed.
unique condition, we always make sure to write the agreed return time in her notebook.
There's also a rule in the notebook which says not finding herbs. Okay. Getting home late, not okay. But she's over a day late and still no sign of herbs.
Yikes! Has this ever happened before?
Never, hence our concern that something has happened to her. So we posted a commission at the Adventurers Guild yesterday.
But I've dealt with many adventurers in the past, and they don't always fill me with confidence. So I'm not comfortable leaving the search for Chi-Chi to them alone.
Well, I'm an adventurer too.
Neither am I. Just this morning, some of the adventurers were back already, saying they found the place where Chi-Chi went missing, but got spooked because it was haunted. Needless to say, they did not catch a glimpse of Chi-Chi herself.
Guess I'll go to the haunted area.
In short, right now, you are the only person I feel I can trust completely.
Where did you send her to go herb gathering?
Wuwang Hill, in the Qingsa mountain range.
Qingsa again, huh?
Indeed. It's looking increasingly likely that something untoward has happened up there. I saw 2 new patients yesterday. Their symptoms were identical to those present in Timaeus and his lordship.
We can discuss that later. Right now we should go.
Yep, finding Chi-Chi is the #1 priority right now. We'll update you as soon as we can.
She should go for good.
Damn.
Nah. Just because a lot of people lose pity to her. I know it's a meme.
One
I know it's a
single
meme.
50-50 to her.
I
And I'm
know.
not even mad about it.
Yeah. Honestly, I know it's a meme that when people lose their 50-50, it's gonna be Chi-Chi. I know that's the meme. Honestly, I don't even think she's the highest constellation out of the standard banner that I have.
Thank you both.
I'm gonna double check
I'm
actually
counting
after
on
this
you.
conversation.
I think my highest is Mona with 2, but I got all of her copies from standard banner, which is funny. Oh no, wait, I think I lost 150 to Mona, but the other 2 copies were from
Osmanthus
Let's see. Standard banner is Jean, who is at C3. Yeah, and Chi-Chi is only C1. Alright, so Jean already is higher. Kitching is also only C1. C2 for Mona. Who else was on the standard banner in terms of 5 stars?
Diluc, Dia, Nari.
He's C2, but he would only be C1 if I wasn't forced to pick him. I also got C1 on Dia already, even though she's relatively new to the standard banner, and I never pulled on her banner specifically when she had that.
I would have C0 Tainari.
And of course I
If
still don't have
Tainari didn't
Giru.
ruin my fucking 50-50.
Maybe I'm a little bit lucky.
I shouldn't have picked Tainari on the 5-star thing.
But yeah, Jean, honestly, I like her because for the longest time Jean was in my team as my designated healer. And I still used Jean for my secondary team for the Spiral Abyss, right? So having... Ow. Hi, Dev. But yeah, having Jean be the one who has the most constellation from the standard banner, definitely something I could consider lucky. And Spinne, thank you for compensating. Anyway, hi Dev. Welcome to the game where more than half of the voices are missing.
Talk about lucky, show him your Zhejiang and his weapon. You know, your Constellation 6 strong
Of
and
course.
your R5 weapon.
But to be fair, on how many strongly reruns did I pull?
Wait, hold up. No.
I think it was on 3 different
Can you
strongly
R5 the
reruns.
weapon?
Yes.
Okay, yeah, right.
Like, hang on. There. Refinement rank 5, level 90, Staff of Oma, for my C6 strongly.
To be honest, to me, all of the standard characters as standard 5 stars are useless to me. Except maybe Mona.
Mona is pretty good for mobility, but nowadays, I mean, she was good for best travel across water, but now for Rena, completely just better. A lot better.
I mean, I guess Tainari would be useful for me
place
because I
creepier
didn't
than
pick
ever.
any Dendro characters,
Paimon really
but
hopes Chi-Chi's
I'm mad at
okay.
Tainari, so.
Oh, we actually got enemies to kill here. Crazy to have this in free-to-play. Honestly, I saved basically everything for Zhongli. Again, I pulled for him in like 3 different reruns to get him. And as for the weapon, I think I pulled for the weapon in 2 different reruns. Once to actually get the weapon, and on the next rerun to max out its refinement. But yeah, I'm maybe a bit of a Zhongli simp. I basically always saved everything for Zhongli.
Figures. Does that mean she's been here?
I never really invested anything in characters other than Zhongli for the most part. And now that he's maxed out, I actually can afford to get other characters. Also, thanks for the hydrate, by the way.
I don't know if I'm gonna try to refine Hu Tao's weapon, but I will get more of Hu Tao's constellations.
Fair enough. But yeah, as far as my luck goes, the luckiest I've gotten was probably being able to get both Marika and Granny Eatsley.
And I lost 50-50 on Sidlali, and that's it.
I mean, hey, I managed to get them both despite losing a 50-50.
And now, thanks to Genshin not giving me enough pulls, I'm probably not gonna even get Doran.
I mean, I'm not even gonna try pulling on the current banner. I'm saving up again. I am out of primos. I need to save up again. Probably and likely with Hu Tao.
Just what are they up to? Oh, Paimon's got it! They came here to go ghost hunting!
And zombie slaying, apparently.
The people from the Adventurers Guild did say Wuwang Hill was haunted. Hu Tao knows all about ghosts, and Lan Yan's rattan figures have all those witness sigils on them. So she must know what she's doing too.
Then, what happened to Chi-Chi? She's where she belongs. In the ground.
1 second.
6 feet under.
Oh, okay. Here, Paimon out. Chi-Chi's a zombie, so her joints are stiff. That means she can't run too fast. And so, she must have gotten kidnapped by a ghost.
A perfectly logical argument, but somehow still not very credible.
Alright then.
5 stars were by luck?
Keep looking for clues.
Well,
we'll see who's right soon enough.
I mean, that's how gacha works, sadly. You gotta rely on luck.
At least I got lucky in Star Rail recently.
Lucky you, lucky you. I hope I get lucky in Tribe 9.
What was that sound?
My favorite gacha game
by the
that
way,
has not even released yet.
Talking about Star Rail and being lucky. Star Rail currently has an event that is for an entire week, Every day you can participate, and you can either take 100 of the pulling currency, or you have a chance, a 90% chance for 50, a 10% chance for 600, or a very, 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 very low chance of being one of the 2 lucky people for every day that gets 500,000 of the pulling currency.
Well, that's a lot. Okay, gotta get very lucky for that. Never relied on pity. Well, that's good if you never had to rely on pity. I almost always have to rely on pity.
That's insane.
Hard pity for the most part, even.
I mean, that's insane if you're not talking about soft pity. If
True,
you're talking,
true.
if you're saying you never relied on hard pity, then that's like
definitely more believable. Yeah, relying on soft pity but not hard pity is definitely more believable. Anyway, who's doing the honors for Yelan? Should I? Because I feel like you've done more voices currently.
Yeah, sure.
Now I gotta think of how to approach this one. Hold up, it's me.
Yelan, what are you doing here? We were told this place was haunted. Well, guess it kinda was, just not by ghosts apparently.
That's right. I managed to scare off a few rookie adventurers. But it looks like you're not so easy to spook. Anyway, don't go any further. There's danger up ahead.
But we have to find Chi-Chi. She went missing around here and she could be in danger.
I'm aware of the situation. My contacts in the Adventurers Guild filled me in. I found an herb gatherer's basket, part way up the mountain, possibly belonging to Chi-Chi, but I don't think she's here anymore.
Huh. What makes you so sure?
She's not here anymore, as in she's no longer with us because she got put 6 feet under.
Because I scoured this whole place looking for clues. That's how I know that the immediate area is safe. But beyond this point, I can't be sure.
So, you're here to look for Chi-Chi as well?
No, I'm investigating the unknown disturbance here. About a month ago, the Ministry of Civil Affairs noticed an unusual spike in the number of elderly people seeking medical care in Qingse village. Plus, they all seem to be suffering from an unknown illness.
Baju noticed that too. He's convinced that something's up in Qingse village.
Maybe we should finally go there.
Actually, we discovered that the source of the problem isn't Qingse village itself, but where we are now, Wuwang Hill.
You know, that makes sense. Again, Def, the thing is, this isn't normal. This isn't normal for Genshin. This is all because of the voice actor strike. A bunch of voice actors are striking and thus not voicing their characters anymore, while other people are completely fine still doing the voices.
Yeah, and the reason why they're striking is because they don't want their voice to be used for AI.
Exactly. But apparently starting with presumably the next update, the voice actors are returning.
Yep. Should be next update, probably.
Hopefully.
But the village isn't far from here, and the elderly residents are particularly vulnerable, which is why they've borne the brunt of it.
Huh.
It's
The plot
apparently
thickens.
it's apparently not because they have struck a deal that they're not using their voice for AI, but rather they are transferring studio.
I'll bet Hu Tao and Lan Yan knew something.
Probably. If only we knew where the heck they'd gone.
I might have some idea.
Really? So where are they?
Somewhere difficult to reach. For now, you should come with me. We need to speak with Ningguang.
What? Why?
Don't act so surprised. I just shared top secret information with you. Surely you didn't think I would let you walk away.
What are you gonna do?
Kill us. Put us 6 feet under.
I'm kidding. Ningguang is well aware of the situation with Director Hu, and everything I've seen suggests that Lan Yan and Chi-Chi have ended up in the same place as her.
Also, by the way, dying would be one way to attract Hu Tao's attention. Very quickly.
Come on, Ningguang will explain everything.
Alright, fine. Where are we going?
You perish. Without face.
Well, here we go. Back to the harbor. Yay! I wonder what the basis for XP would be in Leeway Harbor. Anyway. Oh, great. Are they both not voice actors, or is one of them gonna have a voice? That's the question. In any case, who would you rather take over then, Beidou or Ningguang?
When I voiced with Gabe, I voiced Beidou.
Beidou?
Ningguang, I mean.
And Ningguang. Okay, so I'm gonna have to do Pirate Mommy.
Yes.
Alright.
And I'm gonna do the Geo Mommy. But not like that.
Oh, you'll do her alright.
Oh, I.
Oh boy. Let's see. Yar Haru, pirate is me. In the past, in the past, I would have said no way. I mean, I'd be happy to join you, but I'm not about to tell my crew they won't get to go home for the festival this year.
That all goes without saying. Unlike what I hope you're going to say next.
You sure have a way with words. Alright, fine. It's a yes. The Gate of Fright, Gayun Stone Forest, yeah? I'll handle it.
I knew I could count on the great Captain Beidou to answer the call of duty.
Call of Duty in my Genshin?
What?
Save the compliments. I'm just making sure you pay my crew properly. It's Lantern Rite, so they'll be expecting 5 times their usual rate.
The deal is sealed. And, sealed the deal. And the trap is sprung. Well, you've got me now. So what about your share? Huh? How much will that rob me of?
Oh please, firstly, no one can rob the Chang Shan, not even me. And secondly, keep my share. It's my gift to you. Go buy yourself a new hairpin with it. Saves me the trip to the market, right?
The singing in the background.
Oh hey, Code and Paimon.
Ahoy there, Captain Beidou!
Ah, little Paimon. That bright-eyed enthusiasm is exactly what Ningguang needs. She's conscribing you, by the way. Got some real back-breaking work lined up for you.
What?
Sorry, I got a dash. See you around, folks. Bye, Beidou. Oh yeah, and happy Lantern Rite. I don't even get to say it back. Neither did Paimon. Or Yelan.
Yelan clearly knows me well. She bought me, she bought you two here without me needing to say a word.
Beidou said you were conscribing us?
Beidou never passes on an opportunity to voice crack at my expense.
She's not exactly wrong though, is she? Code and Paimon have actually been there before. That makes them the perfect candidates.
Been where? Where's there?
Basically everywhere at this point.
I know you're looking for someone, and I don't wish to waste your time, so I'll get right to the point. From what I understand, Director Hu Tao, Miss Chi-Chi, and Miss Lanyan are currently stranded inside the border.
Oh boy.
Border? The border? That border?
Yes, the border.
Yes, that border. The border between life and death.
Whoa, whoa, whoa! When did you find out about the border? Wait, and how did you before.
Come on.
Oh, right. Literally your job to know that kind of stuff. Fair enough. Good job.
How are you so sure they're at the border?
Time is limited, so I can't go into full detail. But let me give you a brief bit of background on the current situation. 1 month ago, the Ministry of Civil Affairs became aware of an unusual illness affecting the elderly of Jinx. A couple of weeks later, Director Who came to report a potential disturbance in the border. The Ministry of Civil Affairs investigated, sure enough, upon an ominous presence on the Wuwang Hill. Then, 3 days ago, Hu Tao came to us again, this time to update us that she was now ready to go to the border and investigate the situation in full. We had agreed that we meet again yesterday, but she failed to show up. That's when I sent Yelan to investigate further.
Director Who's last known location was Wuang Hill. Same goes for Chi-Chi and Lan Yan. I'm about 90% sure all 3 of them are stuck in the border.
So what, should we go after them and get stuck in the border as well? And then get out with our awesome protagonist power?
If even Hu Tao can't get out, there must be something seriously wrong.
Now that you're willing, now that you know the situation, are you willing to travel to the border and rescue Hu Tao and company? Obviously. Your prior experience exploring that realm makes you our best hope.
Of course! If our friends are in trouble, we'll help however we can. But there's one problem. Last time we went to the border, Hu Tao led the way. We don't know how to get there on our own.
I'm guessing Ningguang already thought of that?
You can seek assistance from the Conqueror of Demons at Wang Sheng Inn. He will show you the way.
Oh, Xiao, of course!
Ah, yes. He does know the way.
Yeah, that way.
That alert, watch a game now. Have fun with the new VAs. Yeah, the new VAs. That is me and Spinne. We will have fun. Thanks for the lurk.
Yelan was preparing to travel to the border herself before you two entered the picture. So naturally, he had been briefed on the situation. Imagine Yelan just goes in and gets stuck too.
Understood. We will head out right away.
This rescue mission is of utmost importance. Director Who must be brought back safe and sound.
Consider it done.
Then I'll wait for you. Then I'll wait here for the good news.
And what if we don't bring back good news? We got lucky. If I'd gone, I don't know what my chances would have been.
But don't go pushing. I said pushing again.
Yes.
But don't go putting your feet up just yet, Yelan. I'm afraid I have another mission for you. I said pushing with engagement.
Damn.
Yeah, I figured that might be the case. What's the situation?
The gate array. We've now found the locations of the Gate of Life, concealment, right, and injury.
Is that right?
Hitching and Garnier are handling the Gates of Life and concealment, and Captain Beidou has agreed to take the Crux fleet to guard the Gate of Life. That leaves the Gate of Injury. I've cracked my brains, and other than the Conqueror of Demons, I can't think of anyone more suitable for that than you.
Oh. I see. It's in the chasm.
That's right. As for the remaining 4 gates, we are working to calculate their position based on what we know of the array so far. It shouldn't take long now. When I last saw Director Who, she said it would, if worse comes to worse, activating the 7 and 8 gates array may be our only option. But if you have doubts, I would like to hear them.
No doubts.
I don't know much about this magic array, but doesn't it involve obfuscating one of the people involved?
Well, that is what troubles me too. Let's continue this discussion another time.
And we're going back over here.
Ciao, jumpscare.
Where is the Conqueror of Demons? And more importantly, where's his voice? Is it with him? Or has it perished?
His voice has perished.
Ciao, you're already here!
It's you two. Where's Yelan? There's been a change of plan. Do you have any idea how dangerous this mission is?
We'll be fine! Danger's never stopped the traveler before, has it?
The border between life and death is a treacherous place, at the best of times. And the recent disturbances will only make it more so. You will face great peril at every step of the way. Well, there are people stranded there who have to get back. We have to get them back, yeah.
Plus, we made a promise to Ningguang.
Please, go back and tell them to send Yelan instead. She's expendable. I don't care about her.
What? Are we not good enough?
No, that's not what I'm saying. I'm just saying she's expendable. You're not. I would feel more comfortable sending Yelan. She's privy to a secret art practiced by her clan, plus she has extensive experience in battle if anything was to happen to Code.
Oh, so you're just worried for his safety. Wait, but he has extensive experience in battle too.
Yup.
Come on, think of something.
We promised Zhongli we would go.
Huh? What do you...
Show Zhao the Rex coin from Zhongli.
Oh, yeah. So, this is a protective talisman that Zhongli gave us. It even has the symbol of Rex Lapis on it, see?
Paimon is a horrible liar, as always, but Zhao will somehow buy it anyway, because it's concerning Zhongli.
He said we'd better get Hu Tao back, safe and sound, or there will be consequences.
She's such a good liar. Consequences. Your attempts to mislead me are futile. That coin is clearly a counterfeit. It carries only the symbol of Rex Lapis and none of his power.
Oh, drat! Zhongli swindled us!
What's worrying you, Zhao? Also, he didn't lie. Zhongli did say it wasn't a real one. I fear the bad karma I carry would only disturb the border further. So while I can show you the entrance, I cannot venture inside with you.
Oh, so that's what this is about? You're worried that you won't be able to rescue us if something bad happens, huh? Paimon can understand, but still.
I'm not the one you should be worried about.
Right! Hu Tao understands the border better than anyone. Without her, no one has a clue how to handle this situation.
Plus, we've been there before.
Yep, that makes us the second most experienced border goers after Hu Tao.
Dare to trust us. I double dare you. No, I triple dare. Very well, then hold tight.
Whoa, that was fast.
The borders should be empty.
So,
They should be nearby.
Do you know the spell
I don't
to
know.
open the border?
No. Balancing the forces of life and death has always been the Wangsheng funeral parlor's domain. I'm not familiar with their craft. But since the border has been disrupted, Fetor is leaking out. We simply need to find where the leak is. That will be your entrance. Evil conquering!
That was amazing. So you can see Fetter?
With my Adeptus perception, I can sense the presence of the abnormal. Whether it's Fetor or not, we shall see soon enough. Let's go. Alright. Oh boy, I get him as a trial character.
Yep, and you have the permanent ultimate. So you can just pogo constantly.
Very nice. Which ball? What?
You just passed it.
That
Was
thing.
the black thing. Yeah.
Oh boy.
Worthless. Here. Worthless.
Okay.
A bit of overkill.
Where's the harm in overkill?
Here.
Damn, he takes constant damage.
Here we go. Whoop. Suddenly I'm clear again. This is the place.
Looks like it was Feder you saw back there after all.
As I said earlier, this is as far as I can accompany you. I risk doing more harm than good. You'll be on your own from here.
Don't worry, we'll be okay.
Lean your head in for a second. Karundaka, huh?
Did you just forehead flick me?
Huh?
Lol, I got you. Stupid dumbass.
I placed a witness sigil on your forehead by flicking you, so you can share my powers of perception. Now you'll be able to see the feather. There's no knowing what things are like in there, but hopefully this will help. When you find them, call my name. I will open a passage and pull you out. My pull-out game is strong.
Thanks, Xiao. You thought of everything. Back in a jiffy.
Damn.
Be extremely careful.
You stupid. It becomes strongly. Oh shit.
Returning
So
to
it
this
was
once
you all along.
It was me. Returning to this once familiar place, you find it afflicted by a calamity of unknown origins, such that even the director of Monkling Funeral Parlor herself has been trapped within. If you choose to venture deeper, you must proceed with utmost caution. Okay. I'll throw caution to the wind. Here we go. Interesting, I have a T ability. That's to see. I can see.
Paimon kinda recognizes this place from last time, but something feels different.
Honestly, I'm not sure I recognize this place at all. How long ago has it been that we entered this area? It was probably during Hu Tao's story quest?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was
I
forever
don't know when
ago.
you did that though.
That was forever ago. Hello, monsters.
By Royal Dumpty Dumpty
Boom, you are dead.
Not a big surprise.
And even though I've supposedly been here before, there was
Should we
loot.
jump down? Isn't that how we did it last time?
Again, Paimon definitely remembers this place better than me. What a surprise.
Huh. We're nearly at the end, right? How come we still haven't found them yet? Also,
Tree.
it's kind of hard to tell that there's been a huge disaster here. It seems just as serene as last time. Maybe try using Xiao's ability.
I definitely see some stuff. Oh, over here.
You have to have that activated. Oh, so you can walk on the clouds.
I can.
Yes.
Yeah, that makes it easier.
Stabilize.
Hey, that's one of Madame Lan's rattan figures! It just ran away! Let's go after it.
Why must you run? Also, why is it so tiny that I already lost track of it?
It points you to the direction. If you take too long. Don't you see the yellow?
Yeah, now I see it. Oh yeah, the clouds are not nice.
Stop resisting arrest. I
Got
nearly
one.
said stop, stop arresting resist.
How did that happen? Let's see if there are any more.
Probably. There's probably plenty. Like over here. There's enemies.
Solidify.
Oh no! Whatever will I do about them? Hello. Got you.
Why would Madame Lan leave her
Alright.
rattan figures here? It's like she's using them to cast some sort of spell. Well, if there's two, Paimon bets there's gotta be more.
Over in the corner. Alright, where are you going?
Hiding.
Don't hide.
Always those runners.
Get in the stupid thingy. Stop running.
We went Sealy.
Oh yeah, speaking of Sealies, what do you think of the treasure compass upgrades?
I haven't actually done anything like that.
They no longer just point to chests, they now point to anything that will spawn a chest as well.
Nice.
So you can, they now work for basically everything except for the oculi, which have their, you know, own search mechanic.
Ah, what's going on? Where is this? Oh,
It's funny.
is this what the border actually looks like now? It's horrific.
Starry added two things in one word. A character who has
Get
a
ready to jump
technique
again.
that lets you see 3 chests on the map, and the icons stay permanently until you get a chest. And items for rank up reward for each area that lets you see one chest every time you use it.
Nice. More loot. I need, and we're moving on. After I'm stuck up there, now we move on. Tree. We meet again. Chi-Chi, no, don't fall asleep. Reclaim your voice. I'm sleepy.
Oh no, I have to. Don't fall asleep, Chi-Chi. You've already absorbed too much feather. If you fall asleep, you'll never wake up again.
As if Hu Tao wouldn't be happy about that.
Then you have to go 6 feet under for real
That's
this time.
so sleepy.
Focus on my voice, Chi-Chi. You are not feeling sleepy. You are the most awake person in the whole world. Even if everyone else falls asleep, you are going to stay wide awake.
Whole world asleep. Chi-Chi awake.
That was impressive. I didn't know hypnosis worked in reverse.
Even so, it doesn't really solve anything.
Hang in there. I'm close to figuring out how to get to the exit.
Want to close my eyes and dream.
Fight it, Chi-Chi. Fight it.
A dream, huh? Alright, Chi-Chi, let me help you with that. Now listen closely. This is how your dream is going to go. Picking herbs in the blazing sun, Chi-Chi wipes her brows.
Picking herbs. Chi-Chi.
She finds a temple on a hill and goes to seek the Tao.
Temple on a hill.
An old priest greets her at the door. Surprise, her name is Hu Tao.
Hu Tao?
She grabs young Chi-Chi with both hands and buries her deep underground. By Rex Lapis, she'll never be found.
No, don't bury me. Help.
Not so sleepy now, are you?
No, wide awake with fright.
Her sleep paralysis demon.
Oh no.
Hu Tao, we've got a problem. Somehow they've broken through my illusion.
The monsters, you mean?
Monsters.
Don't be afraid, Chi-Chi. We'll protect you.
We are monsters, yes. Hello.
Hu Tao, Madame Lan, Chi-Chi! Oh, thank goodness we finally found you.
What the? Oh, so it was you guys.
Code Paimon.
Oh, you frightened me for a second. I thought my illusion had been undone by a bunch of monsters. How did you find this place?
Let me guess. Tian Shan sent you. I knew she'd act if I missed our meeting.
Wow, so Hu Tao really planned ahead. She knew someone would come after her.
It's dangerous here. Time to get out.
It's not as simple as that. This place is changing constantly. Director Hu has found the exit plenty of times, but it would always close before we can get to it.
You know, that's actually...
Don't worry, we've got you covered.
That's
It's actually similar to hollows in Zelda Zone Zero, which also constantly change. However, in a hollow, you over the time get corrupted. So if you stay in too long, you die.
I feel like they'll die too if they stay here too long. Anyway, let's call Zhao's name.
For different reasons.
You found them?
Oh, the Conqueror of Demons is coming. Why, thank you.
No need. I'll open the passage now. Quick, enter my hole.
Monsters.
Drat! They must have sensed the new way out.
Should protect my hole. Let him come. It's their funeral, courtesy of Director Hu.
Yeah, let him come.
No, don't let him come inside.
This will take me.
Game has to be.
This will take me a minute or so.
Hurry, we gotta fend them off.
I'll help too. Oh boy, we got a full-on party that I was not... Okay, trial character. She can fly temporarily for her special. Okay.
Orders given, orders received. Wheel of life. Time to go.
Look at me using Hu Tao very randomly because I haven't played her. I know I need to go low on health for her.
Charge attack with enhance.
Wow. Oh.
And enhance is gone. Hu Tao basically only deals damage with enhance skill and ultimate. Oh, enhance basically. The skill He just runs off.
Away she goes.
She's about to blow his own.
Klee was very adamant about quickly getting into Zhao's hole, so...
You see, Xiao? Told you we'd be fine.
I'm glad you made it out.
Excuse me, sir, but are you the legendary conqueror of demons?
You may spare the formalities. Is everyone okay?
Well, alright. But Chi-Chi absorbed a little too much feather.
Start from the beginning. What exactly happened? I was picking herbs. Then I saw a hole. And it wasn't Zhao's hole, I think. I tried to block the hole. But instead I fell in.
There's
Where's
clearly
Chi-Chi?
something
She's in the hole.
special about Chi-Chi.
Whom.
If I'd absorbed that much feather, I don't think I'd still be around to tell the tale.
Chi-Chi's condition is certainly unique, but regardless, it was still a risky call.
Well then, let's get her to Boo Boo Pharmacy, shall we?
I'd rather put her 6 feet under.
I'll take her. Your work is still not done, so you should return to Yujing Terrace.
Oh, true. We shouldn't keep Ningguang waiting any longer. She's probably as stressed as a slime in a hot spring by this point, right?
I highly doubt it.
Okay, well, we can discuss that later. Let's just head back.
Back to Yujing Terrace. Hooray! For fast travel. Imagine if I had to walk the entire distance back and forth all the time. Wouldn't that be nice? Honestly, that would be really interesting. Imagine someone playing Genshin, at least like the main story or something, trying to beat Genshin's story without fast traveling ever. That would probably...
It really should probably exist.
Yeah.
I mean, there is a person that tries to beat the game with just the main character. Or like most of the content with just the main character.
Ningguang! We got everyone back safely!
Oh boy, now you have two
And
characters to voice
also
on
the same in
screen.
Also the same in Star Rail, but in Star Rail it's way more difficult for that. Because in Star Rail it's a turn-based
It's turn-based,
game,
yeah, so you
having
can't
a
keep
single
dodging.
character in the party, it kinda sucks. Luckily the second path you get is a shield, so it's a bit easier. It's still hard, but a bit easier. Also, I just noticed that doesn't Ningguang have like a tattoo on her leg? Because
Oh,
if
there,
yes, then
yeah.
I never
I guess,
noticed.
yeah, true.
Huh. Anyways, impressive work, Code. You were even quicker than I expected.
Paimon thought you'd be super anxious having to wait for us here at Yujing Terrace, but you seem as calm as ever.
See? And you thought she'd be hopping around like a slime.
If I can't trust you, then I really don't know who I can turn to. My apologies, Lady Tianchuan. I promise I'm not usually late for appointments, let alone by a whole day. Hope you can understand. My apologies, no apologies necessary, Director. It was my mistake letting you go to the border by yourself. Don't say that. Even I didn't think the situation would get this bad.
How bad is this bad?
Archon Quest level bad.
Oh no.
I'd like to know, too, how dangerous is this situation you face? And how does it compare to previous cases? Way worse, like way worse.
Huh?
That sounds good.
So this isn't the first time? I've never heard of this happening before.
Well, don't forget the border isn't part of the natural landscape. It's more like an old house that's gradually falling apart. So it requires maintenance every once in a while. Sometimes every few centuries, sometimes every few decades or so. And of course, it is the responsibility of the Wangsheng funeral parlor. In the past, though, the worst it got was a few small feeder leaks. That's an easy fix with our secret art. It burns it all away, no problem. But this time, different. It's at the border. It's like the whole world has been turned upside down. Do you have any idea what the cause might be? Not so far, no.
Maybe it's the Abyss. When in doubt, blame the Abyss.
I doubt it. I haven't found any traces of abyssal activity.
Maybe it's the Fatui.
I doubt it. I haven't seen any fatigue.
You're thinking about Natlan,
Maybe
right?
it's the
It did feel kind
state
of
heavenly
similar,
princesses.
but not exactly the same. Is Leela's border anything like the Night Kingdom in Natlan?
Netlin. Netlin mention.
Yeah.
Ah yes, I've heard a little about the crisis there, but as far as I understand, the Night Kingdom is a true realm of the dead, while the border is more of a boundary world between life and death. Yes, it's a what?
Demarcation, I think.
Demarcation line. Life on one side, death on the other. So if the border fails, souls will pour out, and the whole thing becomes a chaotic mix of life and death, just like what happened all those millennia ago.
No wonder so many people have been aging faster than normal.
It's the symptoms of death encroaching on the world of the living.
Then what should we do now?
Now we should wait 2 days.
Burning away the feeder won't do any good, because the issue is the border itself. Did you turn any progress on the 7th and 8th gates map that I mentioned last time? Yes, I've deduced the locations of 4 of the gates, and we should be able to pinpoint the rest of the array before long. Already, the Tianshan doesn't mess around. Several strokes of luck were involved. Our nation is blessed with good fortune.
Wait a second.
Alright.
Gates method you mentioned. Are you talking about the one from the sanctification of Tao Du?
That's the one. I've seen the state of the border, but I can't think of any other way to fix it besides a complete do-over.
Damn.
Do-over? You mean make a whole new border?
Alright, who's gonna sack themselves?
Kitching.
Fair.
No, not the whole border. Just part of it's been giving us grief. Which is just as well reconstructing the whole thing would be much more difficult.
What is the 7 and 8 gates method?
The 8 gates refer to 8 keynotes in years ley lines. Life, death, repose, concealment, initiation, terrain, fright, and injury. They can be used to direct the ley line's enemy.
And the 7?
That's the requirement for activating the array. The array's master will select the one gate from the 8 to subdue evil, cutting off its exit path by using the ley line's power to obfuscate themselves.
What do you mean, obfuscate?
As in, disappear from the ley lines completely, never to be seen again, taking the banished evil along with them.
So someone has to die for this to work?
Yeah.
But you can't seriously be considering this.
Is that maybe why Hu Tao was so protective of Chi-Chi earlier? Because she's like, hey, I could use this zombie.
Maybe I can put the zombie 6 feet under in a different way.
Yes.
No, don't worry. That's the traditional interpretation. But people just assume that because the lone butterfly sacrificed herself. But let's not forget, they purify the whole god. As bad as things are now, it's still a far cry from what they had to deal with. Besides, the border isn't completely ruined, so we're only fixing one part of it. If you ask me, as long as the array master can withstand a huge blast of Theta, you'll be fine. Oh, so you have do you have any proof to back up your statements, Director Who? My proof is that I made it the fuck up.
Basically, yes.
My proof is that I know the most about life and death out of everyone here, unless anyone wants to.
She is essentially saying my proof is that I made it the fuck up. That's what that line is saying. I know the most. My sources trust me, bro.
Okay, let's get Zhongli in here. Let's see if he also says that sources credibly. No one? Okay, good. Looks like we're all in agreement. In that case, we can plan our next step as soon as the Tianjin I say it differently every time. Has found the remaining 400k. Director who? Something to add, Lady Chuncheon? Oh, no, there's something else I'd like to ask about, but might not be my place to do so. If you do not wish to answer, then please pretend I never said anything. Sure, what is it? Do you believe that today's border crisis could have anything to do with the Wuwang Hill disaster from over a decade ago?
Oh?
Huh? There was a disaster at Wuwang Hill? What happened?
Some sort of natural disaster, wasn't it? There used to be a village there, but then there was a flood or something. Took a lot of lives.
Speaking
and all
of
the
natural
survivors moved away.
disasters, I only just recently figured out that, you know, speaking of natural disasters, there's Klee, and I only just recently found out that, yeah, the map of Mondstadt is different because of Klee.
Really?
If you go into Jean's office, you can actually still see the old map of Mondstadt before Klee blasted it beyond recognition. You know what? Remind me if I forget, I'll check it after this.
But that doesn't explain how Wuwang Hill became the dark and gloomy place it is today. Maybe there was more to it.
Oh boy. It's story time.
It's story time indeed.
No, Lady Tian-chan. I don't think these two events are related. Excellent. Well, that puts my mind at ease. Everyone, let's meet here again in 2 days. We should know the location of all gates by then.
Yeah, I definitely think this will be a two-parter. We're already closer to 3 hours than anything else.
Alright. Well, I've still got a lot of preparations to make, so I'll be heading back to the funeral parlor for now.
Sounds good. If we're all done here, I'd better get going too.
Wait,
Well, I'd say,
Long Paimon meant to ask, how did you know where to find Hu Tao? Did you already know something was wrong with the border?
Oh, that.
Might take.
Yeah, I definitely owe you an explanation.
Maybe.
Why don't you meet me at the Adventurers Guild later?
Sure.
We'll
I just
see.
need to write a letter to my family first. I want to let them know I'm fine. And I also have some questions I want to ask them.
It took us 2.5 hours to beat the first 2 parts. I know part 4 is gonna be shorter, most likely, as an epilogue. Yeah. But, yeah, it'll definitely take a little bit more time.
Like, with an hour, I mean the third part, probably.
The third part alone, yeah. We'll see. Again, I don't mind the stream being a little bit shorter, and if the next stream ends up being way, way shorter, then we'll just have to figure out what else we'll do.
Alright, then we'll see you at the Adventurers Guild.
You'll just start. Nice.
Alright, we still gotta meet up at the Adventurers Guild real quick.
But you can't get 3 Harumazu, so
Let's see. And after that, again, before I wrap things up, I want to double check the map of Mondstadt.
Paimon! Over here! Perfect timing. I literally just posted my letter. Anyway, back to your question. Let me guess. You're probably thinking I predicted the border crisis with some kind of mysterious magic.
Well, yeah. Aren't the Lons of Chen Yu Vale all experts at Chiman divination or something?
No, that's simply not true. Yes, the Chiman arts have been practiced in my clan for many generations. And yes, Wind Reader is listed as one of our ancestors in the genealogy. But my family are only distant relatives. We branched off from the main family line long ago. By my grandpa's generation, the only Chiman he knew was a few parlor tricks. Put it like this.
Damn.
My grandpa makes a living telling fortunes in Yilong Wharf. But I'm making more than him just selling my handmade arts and crafts.
Huh. So why exactly did you come to look for Hu Tao?
Because Grandpa's readings have gone sideways recently. The romance and career fortunes are doing okay. But when it comes to longevity, everyone's readings suddenly saying they only have a few years left to live. It gave Grandpa quite a fright.
Understandably so, I think.
Fearing backlash from his clients, he closed shop and shut himself away at home. trying to divine an answer to the strange readings. But after days and nights of divination, the only clue he got was Wangshang Funeral Parlor. Right around that time, I happened to receive an invitation from the Ministry of Civil Affairs to organize a street fair. So I figured I might as well drop by the funeral parlor to see what Director Who might know about all this.
Oh. Wait, so your grandpa's divinations
So that's
were
why she was so
correct all
interested in
along,
meeting up with
weren't
Wu
they?
Tao.
The longevity readings were affected by the border crisis, and Wangsheng Funeral Parlor was the answer, because they can fix it.
It's certainly looking that way. Apparently every soul in Liyue is now living under the creeping shadow of death. But so far, we are the only ones in the know.
I have another question. What's the deal with this rattan figure?
Wait, that's the one I left at Miss Yingar's shop. It's actually a product of genuine Chiman art. It's engraved with an exorcism sigil to absorb inauspicious energy in their owner's place, so they won't come to harm. I had no idea you'd been holding on to it all this time. I guess it was meant to be. You're more than welcome to keep it if you like.
Potential new decoration?
When I first arrived at Liyue Harbor, I passed by a large house and felt a chill go down my spine. So I made a rattan figure and gave it to the young master there. Later on, I also sensed something similar around Timaeus, so I made another one and left it at Scent of Spring. Then I followed Director Hu to Wuwang Hill, only to find she disappeared without a trace. While I was searching the area, I found Miss Chi-Chi. She was stuck in some kind of crevice, and she seemed to be blocking something from coming through. When I tried to pull her out, we both got pulled into a cold, dark place, which I soon
So
discovered.
she messed everything
was
up.
the
Chi-Chi was doing a good job at blocking the hole. And then you had to come in and ruin it.
We wandered around aimlessly for a while, until we ran into Director Hu. She lit some incense, and was burning Feder left and right with a flaming staff. But there was just too much. There was no way she could hope to get rid of it all. Worse still, the Feder blocked off the way we'd come in, trapping us inside. Thank goodness you came to our rescue.
Whew, what an ordeal. Still, your family sounds more impressive than you let on. Didn't you use some kind of illusion magic in the border?
Yes. Actually, that and the rattan figures are things I learned from one of my cousins in the main branch of my family. She's been practicing the Chiman art since she was little. She's also the one I posed some questions to in my letter back home.
Questions about the 7 and 8 gates method?
Wow! Good guess. Yes, I want to know for sure whether sacrificing one of the participants is a necessary part of the method or not. I figured...
Huh?
I figured... Damn
Wu
it.
Tao already
Did the
told
thing
us it
again.
won't come to that.
Figured she might
We
know.
just need to make sure the person can withstand a strong blast of Feder.
I certainly hope that's true, but I can't help but feel uneasy about it. I haven't known Director Hu for long, but I get the sense that she prefers to keep the truth bottled up sometimes. Sure, she talks a lot, and isn't afraid to broach dark and uncomfortable topics, but she really hasn't said much in the way of her own private thoughts. It's like she's already got a plan, and is keeping it to herself.
You mean, you think she lied to us?
I wouldn't call it lying per se, but remember when the Tianquan asked about the incident at Wuwang Hill from a decade ago?
Yep. Hu Tao said that it doesn't have anything to do with what's happening now. Are you saying they actually are related?
Do you know anything about what happened back then, Lanyan?
I just heard that there was a flood. But given everything that's going on, I think it likely had to do with the border as well. That would at least explain the strange weather going on at Wuwang Hill. I remember my cousin saying that around that time, the Wangshang Funeral Parlor set up an altar on top of the hill. I just assumed it was for a funeral. But now, I can't help but wonder if it was some sort of ritual to try and fix the border.
Getting all the lore in a
Anyway,
limited time
the
event
ceremony
here.
was hosted jointly by 2 former directors of the Wangsheng funeral parlor, namely Hu Tao's father and grandfather.
By the way, something that
really?
isn't explained here,
Hu Tao's never mentioned her
but
dad to us before.
is explained
How
in Hu Tao's
strange.
lore. If
So
have
you
a
think there's more to the
if you
story,
read
huh?
the lore, is that the hat that the guy on the right wears is the hat she wears.
Ah, so she inherited that. It was passed down.
Yeah, but since she brushed it aside when the Tianquan asked her about it, I don't see how I can broach the topic. I've only known her for a few days.
I guess we should go talk to Hu Tao ourselves.
Huh? You think we should ask her about it? But she's never opened up to us about family stuff before. What if she shuts us out?
Then that's her choice. All we can do is try.
Alright, let's go find her and take it from there.
I'm thinking of maybe cutting it here, actually, because again, the 4th part is gonna be shorter anyway.
I mean, it's the second part still, right?
Yeah, we are still in the second part, but probably at the very end of the second part. Because part 4 is gonna be shorter, I might take a little bit of part 2 into the next one too. And instead just take this opportunity to double check the map of Mondstadt. For which I'm gonna have to go to the Knights of Favonius headquarters.
She's gonna get lifetime of prison once she turns 18.
Absolutely.
That little gremlin.
Alright, which door was Jean's office again? Trying to think and remember. I'm just gonna try them all.
Would be nice if Genshin had something like ZZZ, that if you put 2 characters that know each other, like for example Lee and Jean, in a team, that they have interactions if you switch.
Alright, this is the map. Can I get a better angle at it somehow? Probably if I just use
if
this.
you take a bigger camera.
Alright. So I think the 2 main things about it that change is that we gotta look at the area of the lake and how big that is. And up here somewhere is where...
Okay, I'm gonna...
I think it's from this lake.
And then put it in the chat.
I think it's from this lake over where she went fish blasting. Fish blasting at the big lake and the small lake. And I think that's what changed the map. If we go over here and check for one, Cider Lake expanded a little bit in this direction. And pretty sure this entire area here where Stormbearer Mountains is split is also Klee's doing. Just because she likes going fish blasting, she expanded Cider Lake. Pretty sure it was confirmed, although I think the in-universe reason is clear as for why the maps are different, and the technically, you know, probably true reason is that this was the original map and they just didn't change it when they updated the in-game map.
Jean was just too lazy. Totally Jean's character being lazy.
Yeah. Alright, making good progress through this. By the way, I also
How
just
about
remembered...
for the rest, you just do minigames?
I mean, I could, but I don't mind it being early. Also, I remember that this exists.
I mean, there's a minigame that you can play in multiplayer. It's basically Tetris. Or not Tetris, Puyo Puyo, if you know it.
Okay, so this is just basically you can redo one limited time banner.
Chronicled Wish is good in theory, but it's not actually good, because if you pull on that banner, like let's say you pull with like 60 pulls, you don't get a 5-star, and then the banner disappears and a new one comes, you will be at 0 pity again.
Fun. But yeah, I don't think I intend to pull. Also, because it's here, we basically have more banners than ever with 5 of them at once. Imagine.
In Starry, there's currently 2 limited.
Osmanthus wine.
And it's no 4 limited, but 1 new. And free returning.
Alright, so I'll finish everything up tomorrow.
I challenge you to 1 round of immortal combat.
I know.
Come on, please.
Which one do I need to do one of the quests for it?
I think you just have it unlocked.
Immoral combat.
It's the blocky thing, yeah.
Immortal combat, there it is.
Immortal combat.
I'll check it out for 1 round before I wrap it up, I guess. Better off waiting for a proper child rerun? Fair. Honestly, I really don't have too many primos right now to spend anyway. Alright, let's try it out. In Immortal Combat, new blocks will constantly appear in the marked zone. At the top of the area, drop down. You can control the blocks by moving them left and right, rotating or speeding up their descent. Alright. 4 of the same color, they will be cleared. Figure will attack. It's Puyo Puyo, yeah.
Yep. Okay, I have to join your world or your mine, otherwise we can't do this.
Calls. Different things to unleash, blah blah blah. Blocks can be invested of different effects during a match. Skill effects, each. More about these effects. In friendly contests and full force face-offs, different opponents will periodically deploy blocks.
In the bottom right you can change what your playable character is.
I see. I ain't reading all of those descriptions right now. I just want a quick round.
I guess you could choose Zhongli's son.
I guess.
I have a beard, but not fully.
2-player duel?
Now I have a beard.
What do you mean unable to perform function in current state? Do I have to exit out and go back in? Whoa!
Oh,
apparently I did.
Didn't really count as
Alright, I'm probably gonna get my ass handed to me because I have not played this yet.
I'm not good with combos. You would probably get your ass handed to you if you fight gay.
We'll see. Oh no, guys, I'm playing on the left.
Oh no.
W is rotate, okay. No, rotate. Okay, or that, I guess. Oh my god, I'm so bad at this. Why is W rotate? This feels so dumb.
I know.
I do not like the controls. No, I did not. Why is it W? It's so confusing. I hate this. I hate the controls. I hate them so much. Who the fuck designed this? Yeah, I completely locked myself out of everything.
Yeah, you also have a skill with E.
Yeah. Fair. Again, I hate the controls. The controls suck ass. Why is W turn? I don't understand who does... Why? Why is W turn? It makes no sense to me. Anyway, that was your one round of whatever Immortal Kombat was.
Oh right, when you do a Mortal Kombat off stream, do the harder round. Then you get both rewards, and not just for the one.
Yeah, that's basically what it's like for every Genshin minigame. Do the hard one and you get all the rewards. Alrighty then.
Osmanthus wine tastes the same as I remember.
Let me figure out
But
who
where
we're
are
going to
those
be
who
raiding
share
today.
the memory?
Because I honestly don't know. By the way, as I figure this out, Spinny, do you wanna maybe say goodbye one more time? Say why people maybe should check out your channel and stuff?
Because I'm cool.
That is true. Spinny is cool. Doesn't stream a lot, but very cool person. Absolutely amazing. Well, in that case, I thank you for joining me
Boats are
today
made for
for this
transferring
and making it a
commodities
little bit
back and
easier
forth.
on my voice.
And those that come across Liyue tend to...
Alright. Bye-bye. Alright. Now, let's see. Who do we raid today? Honestly, I don't know. None of my usual suspects are live, and if I raid into Genshin now, I need to be scared of spoiling myself on the second half of the event. So, not optimal. Definitely not optimal. Which begs the question of what do? What do? What do you think? You know someone? Alright, Spinner. Feel free to share. I'm open to hearing what you have got in store. Because I honestly don't know. I really do not. So, before everyone heads out, let's get the raid suggestion from Spinne. Alright. That doesn't tell me who it is. That is quite a few viewers. I normally would not want to raid a person with that many people, but I don't know who else to raid. I legit have no other ideas to who to raid, so I'm fine with raiding someone with more people. Just, you know, at this point, why not? Alright, let's see. No red flags, like followers only mode, so yeah. Raid is set up. And we're heading on over. Alright, everyone. Thank you for accompanying me today for this very eventful Genshin stream. I hope you had fun. I think I had fun, kind of. Oh god. Oh god, I think it's about time I wrap up. You know how I said I was feeling kind of sick? Yeah, it's... I am feeling worse. Hopefully nothing should be... It shouldn't be a problem for me to stream tomorrow as well. Because yes, tomorrow I plan to do the second half of this event. I'll schedule it in a second. It shouldn't be that long. Yeah, I will take care. I will take care. I'll probably just grab something to eat and then go to bed. I probably need the rest. Anyway, I'll see some of you tomorrow, I would assume. And if for some reason the stream doesn't work out, I'll post something about it on Discord saying that it's cancelled. But I think it should work. Anyway, thanks, and I'll see you around. Goodbye. And of course, by the way, if you know you're watching this as a VOD after it's been uploaded to YouTube, your support has also been greatly appreciated. And you know you can always catch me live in the future simply by checking the description down below. There's a link to my Twitch where I stream every single Friday and Saturday, and sometimes other days of the week too, which is a bit more irregular, but with Genshin it's usually pretty soon after there's an update. In any event, thank you, and yeah, goodbye everyone, see ya.